Is this not why you were here?
Lucky bastard.
Are you being sarcastic or something like that?
Fool, you should never mix your drinks.
What are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Canon camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck, oh fuck, I've said shit!
Don't be an arse. Get a weapon collector class.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you were here?
Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, I didn't do the normal schedule thing so people would know that I'm on. So we're just going to have to wait for notifications. Also, tonight I am live streaming for the very first time on Kick as well. So if you're watching on Kick, please say hello. And yeah, and if you're new to this, I just talk about anything really. I say anything. I always try and keep it light and have a laugh. You know, we don't get serious. You know, you can. It depends what you're talking about. You know what I mean? But yeah, keep it light. We don't do politics or religion because all that ever does is starts arguments. So yeah, all right. There's 7 people watching, but I haven't seen any comments yet. So someone leave me a comment so that I've got someone to reply to. Timbo, how you doing, Timbo? Hope your leg's better, mate. Mother, how you doing? Hope you're all right. Yes. Oh, this goes out to you two.
What are you doing in so early? Shit the bed.
I was so early. People weren't fucking ready. Yeah. What have you been up to? It's been so hot. I haven't really done a lot all week. I put a couple of videos on YouTube that was one of them was very successful. I had about, I think it had nearly 40,000 views. It was proper decent. Dave, how you doing, mate? You all right? Yeah, I just thought I'd try the Kick thing because it's supposed to be quite an easy way to earn a bit of money through doing live streams. Doug, how you doing, mate? Yeah, Doug, that's Doug, normal Doug who comes on. Normal Doug. How would I know he's normal? Joking, Doug. He's an old scoffing pizza. Doug's changed his name, so that's Doug anyway. Yeah, how you doing, mate? I just watched your video just before I started this. I watched your video. Yeah, very good target. I didn't have a chance to reply because I was literally sat there watching it while I was setting up. Yeah, very good targets, aren't they? Very nice. What kind of pizza are you eating? I had Mexican for dinner. Mother said yesterday I got something called a Leatherman Garage number 8, aka Captain Crunch, which is a limited edition by Leatherman, only 1900 on it. That's a weird name, isn't it? Is that his actual name? AKA Captain Crunch. How bizarre. How bizarre. Yeah, I ain't done fucking anything. It's been boiling hot. It's got to a stage where I've got 2 fans out now. That's how bad it is. Dave said I fucking hate the sun. So do I. So do I. I'd rather be cold any day of the week. I'd rather be cold. At least when you're cold, you can, you know, you can put the fire on, you can put the heating on, you can wrap yourself up in something. When you're hot, if you can't afford aircon, you're fucked. Hello, Lara. How you doing? Have I watched Citizen Vigilante? No, I haven't. No. No. What's that about? I don't. Yeah. Matt, how you doing, mate? You all right? It has been too hot to do anything. Yeah, totally. No, yeah, there is another heat wave, Mother. Yes, there is. 17 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. And if you're watching on Kick, let me know. And whatever you were doing there. How you doing, Matt? You all right, mate? You just watched He-Man. Was that any good? I watched Cuckoo last night, as in the film that came out about 2 years ago. Dave said, feels like I had the Eye of Sauron burning my biscuits. Yeah, it's a fucking nightmare. I have got 2 fans on me at the minute. It's so hot in here. My bedroom, though, does get very hot. Even with the window open. There's like no breeze, and I'm above the airing cupboard, so yeah. Robert said, gonna send pictures of the Leatherman and the KD. Yes, please do. Please do. Yeah. So I bought some. I bought one. I bought a bandana off of Temu as an experiment to see whether they would be able to do decent weapon collector logoed um, bandanas for bandana weights. Now this might look alright on screen, but to the naked eye, it is a piece of shit. That actually doesn't look too bad on like, but it's not. The pictures are blurry. Looks alright from a distance. But no, so I won't bother with them, I don't think. Or I'll have to send them a very, very high quality picture. But I think it was already quite high quality anyway. Matt said, got the front door open to the flat, but it's private. Yeah. My mum just wanted the back door shut. The rest of the house ain't too bad now. It's just this room's a bit of a fucking heat trap. So also I sit in here with a computer on. It's done out. You know. It's what it is. But yeah. Now what you lot been up to anyway? Have you been up to much? I've got sent these. I don't know if I showed this last time I was on. I haven't done the videos on them yet, but I got sent these gun lights that should fit on a crossbow. Don't know if this is the one that I took the little tab out of. Yeah, it looked proper decent, and they've got their own mounting system. JB, how you doing? Ted, can't have the fan on either of the live stream. Can what when you live stream? You mean? Yeah. Does it make too much noise? Absolute nightmare, isn't it? Absolute nightmare. I hope you lot can hear me all right, though, can't you? Yeah, how you doing, JB? You all right? I might be able to do a giveaway for one of these because I got sent two. Oh God, horrendous. Well, look at this picture that Mother just sent me, and I'll show you. I'm waiting for the knuckle duster picture. He bought a knuckle duster. Mother lives in a country where you're allowed knuckle dusters. Anyone wonders? Yeah. So I watched. I think it was last night. I watched Cuckoo, and then the other night I watched. The Invisible Man. And I thought it was alright. Both of them was good. So The Invisible Man, pretty good. Cuckoo, decent. I really enjoyed that. Has anyone seen that? Let's see the quality of this knuckle duster. Come on, Mother. I'm waiting for this. And when I say Mother, it's not my mum, by the way. I want to see this knuckle duster. Keep sending me other fucking things. So, are any of you lot watching on Kick? Because I have no idea at the minute. I'm doing it now, don't worry. That's the most important bit. The bloody Leatherman. How you doing, Pete? You alright, mate? How's your day been? It's saying that, no, I think some people are watching on a phone, but it should still be. And Matt, are you watching vertically or horizontally? Matt said, I'm off to bed soon, was up really early this morning. What's Cuckoo film about? It's about this family who go to live in a sort of resort. It's like a resort / nature preserve place. And then the bloke keeps saying to her, don't go out after 10 o'clock. And then she like nearly gets killed by this fucking random woman. But I don't want to spoil it. Senchak, how you doing? It looks mental at first, but it's not as crazy as it seems. I was starting to try prepping. Nice. Horizontal, but change it now. Am I fully on the horizontal screen? Is that any better for the people on horizontal? I ain't got the option for horizontal today. I shouldn't have been doing horizontal. That's weird. And there you go. I might be a bit more on the screen now. It's all right. I didn't think I was doing vertical as well as horizontal. My apologies. I will make sure I'm actually in screen now. Yeah, I didn't realise I was on both. There you go. Sanchak said, any good sites for horizontal for me on YouTube? What sites? So what do you want? What kind of stuff do you want, Sanchak? Mother said I sent the pictures. Pete said, off, went, gym, then shopping for a fan for my mate. No shops had any. Fucking hell, that's a nightmare if you can't get a fan. Pete said, I did watch Project Hail Mary the other day. Very good space film. Nice, nice. Timber said, cleaning a rusty knife was too hot to do it earlier. Do you know what, Timber? I had to package up some of these, the cards and rulers today. I had to get another fan out just to do that. It was so hot. Because one of my fans doesn't oscillate. JB said, what deactivated arms do you have? I think I've only got 3 now. So you see that one there? The Bullpup AKM. That's a deac. And then I've got 3 deac shotguns. A pump action, a single barrel, and a double barrel. Thinking of getting some deac stuff, but worried about hassle from the Home Office or police. So I haven't bought one since they changed the rules where they could put you on a list or whatever it is. And they're putting you on a list now. I know someone who may have bought one. Or anyone watching, has anybody bought a DIAC in, say, the last 2 or 3 years? Have you had any issues? Because I haven't bought one for over 10 years, maybe 15 years. So that's to start collecting, bud. Like, what should I start with? Got vintage, hand-me-down weapons. Well, it depends what you like, Santa. Depends what you like. So, if you want to get a crossbow, there's Merlin Archery. Merlin Archery do most of the crossbows you can think of at a decent price. You've got sites like Prepper's Shop. Prepper's Shop, the problem with Prepper's Shop, I would recommend Prepper's Shop, but also at the same time, they can be a right pain in the ass for not getting back to you. The thing is, I make more weapons than I buy now. Anybody else know any good sites? Henny Haynes for knives, but they'll be very expensive. Not that they're not all expensive, but they sell a lot of high-end ones. Pete said, "No, haven't got any for years." Tim said, "I bought a DX a few months ago. No issues at all, except how bleeding expensive they are." Mother said, "Did you see what I sent on Discord?" Sorry, no, I didn't. I was too busy chatting. Oh, that is nice. Yeah, nice one, Mother. I do like that. Yeah. Who made that then? Spacey, how you doing, mate? You alright? What's it actually say on it, Mother? Oh, so that's GI Customs. I'm pretty sure I follow them on Instagram. I think I do. Jen chat is like no hassle with delivery type thing. Awesome response. Cheers for that. For taking the time for that. I hope you have a lovely night. Well, thank you for joining in, mate. Yeah, feel free to come on anytime you want and have a chat with us. JB said, yeah, they've changed the law on this stuff and now they remove a lot of the functions from them. Yeah, the DX will have a lot less things they can do. Sweaty crack kind of day, yes. Also want to dabble with handmade craft. Oh, well, Senchak, if you want to make handmade stuff, I'm your man. I can show you how to make things like this for very cheaply, very basic tools. You will need some tools, but that whole thing I made myself. So I did the leather sheath, the knife, everything. I have videos showing you make things like that, and simply as well. Yeah, GI, I'm pretty sure I follow them on Instagram, Peach. Metallic, hello, my queen. Yeah, so Springfields is another good one. I'll tell you some of the websites I've got. Send check if you're still there. I'll tell you some of the ones I have used in the past. So we've got Prepper's Shop. Blades UK. Blades UK. Springfield's Battle Orders. If Battle Orders still exists, I would recommend Battle Orders. There are quite a few. As long as if you're in the UK, right, what you want to do is if you want to make sure you're safe when you buy stuff online, make sure you buy stuff from websites that are .co.uk, and then you'll know that that company is in the UK, selling from the UK. So it should be, yeah. So as long as it's got .co.uk sent it, you'll know that it's already in the UK. Don't have to be imported. Already here, so it should be legal. Thinkster, right. Don't be embarrassed that you got the name wrong, because that is not a Groza. It's a very rare gun though. And I've only ever known one person to get the name right, and I think they cheated. That is a Chinese type 86S bullpup rifle, and it's basically a bullpup AKM, and that bayonet is an AKM bayonet. That's the same bayonet that goes on an AK-47. Yes. Chinese type 86S bullpup rifle, and it's basically an AK-47 that's a bullpup. Narinko, thanks to, yes, Narinko. Yeah, Narinko. Yeah. Mother said, can you show their page on Instagram from your phone? Just make sure it's the same one. I will do, mate. Well, apparently I don't follow them. But they do make knuckle dusters. This is so fucking hot. Yeah, I bet it is, mate. I bet it is. Basically, I got an ASG Schofield out, CO2. So any fly lands near me, it's fucked. Nice. You're right, Rich. You're right, Tom and Cheryl. How you doing? Thanks as I thought UK gun laws were outrageous. That's why gun crime is so bad. Doug, thank you. Doug, you're a legend, mate. Thank you for that. All right, this one goes out to Doug. Cheers, Doug. And that's Doug. That's Doug who was on before he changed his name. He said, the best site, it won't let me say, but it's the one I sent you on WhatsApp. Next day delivery and great phone spot. All right, let me have a look. Mother, remind me later and I'll have a proper look. Oh, the one you, crossbows.co.uk. Is it that one? Yes, that, yeah, crossbows.co.uk. I was supposed to be getting sent crossbows to review from them, but never happened. I'm just going to try and catch up with everyone's cocks. Thank you, Doug. Stan said, I like Springfields as well, metallic. And I also like, oh yeah, Bushcraft Lab. So in chat there, this type of conversation should be more normalised. I'm part Canadian, so seeing what my family has out there, I'm just like, yeah, let's do this. Honestly, mate, you make quality content. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Add him to the Discord. What one? What GI Customs? Pete said, enjoy the US knife porn site, ArizonaCustomKnives.com. Lots of customers enjoy it, but don't buy off of there unless it's definitely legal. The only issue is what it is sometimes you can buy knives that are perfectly legal from other countries, but customs stop them and then send the police around your house. So only buy, if you're in the UK, only buy from, oh yeah, no, Doug could join the Discord. I was trying to sort that out. I think he might already be on the other one. If not, if Doug's already a paying up member, he's allowed to go on the other Discord anyway. So aren't those functional firearms? So what everything I have up here, Thinkster, are DX, air guns, airsoft, replica. So there's no firearms up there, but there are, there's crossbows up there. There's a £175 crossbow there, £150 crossbow there, £80 crossbow there, air rifle. There's no air rifle saying it, but there's air pistols. And I have a box down there. You're supposed to lock your air rifles up, really, or have them in a locked room that you can do small game hunting with. It's true. Those customs knives are crazy money anyway, just for window shopping. But that said, I'm going to head home now. So it won't be on the chat for a while. Watching bats wasn't enough for me to put up with the midges. See you in a bit, my queen. She's out in the field, drinking cider and looking at the scenery. So yeah, I can't remember if Doug's on about the membership thing, but he probably is. And if he is, he's got a link to anyone who's a member on my channel has access to a private Discord. I think to know I'm from the US in the South. I keep an FN scar as my bedside piece. Nice. Lean it up against your side, stick your hat on it, whatever. Come where the grass is greener. One day, Thinkster, one day. I have a lot of good American friends who I'd think go and visit. Yeah, it'd be nice. I'd have to go over there for about 6 months though, just to shoot all the guns and stuff. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. I think she's gone now, Mother. She's walking home, she said. She went out to go to the shop, I think. And I think she went out just to go out. Yeah. Plenty of knives. Plenty of knives and all the other stuff. We can get firearms over here. The thing is, it's just getting... You need a firearms license or a shotgun license. Shotgun license is pretty easy to get, or was. Firearms license, you need a reason for the gun, essentially. So it needs to be able to be used for something, otherwise you can't have it. With a shotgun, you can just have a shotgun. But there are different restrictions on things. Matt said, I'm off to bed, Mike. I'm knackered, mate. Got up early, too hot and cool. Good night, Matt. Matt, we'll be down your way soon. Send me an email. If we're near you, we'll come see you. Or you can meet us somewhere. Pete said, when it gets closer to the time, we shall open up a Mike's USA download link to it. It may 100%, Pete. Me and Metallic, it has crossed our minds to maybe do an abroad road trip. I need a passport first. I need to find if they'll let me in. Find out if they'll let me in. Good night, Matt. Take care, mate. Have a nice sleep and hope it ain't too hot for you. But yeah, we're going down Cornwall way. We're not getting right down that way, but if you're prepared to meet us, come up a bit, you know. What it is because Metallic's got fibro and an MS and that, driving like more than an hour completely does her in. So we're going to go on a trip that someone would normally do, you know, in a couple of hours. We're going to do that in like a week. You know what I mean? So if you was prepared to drive like an hour to us one day, which wouldn't be much to you, but it's a lot to her, then we could meet. You know what I mean? Good night, Matt. Take care, mate. So yeah. Anybody got any plans for the weekend? I don't. I don't think I'll be drinking. I don't want to. I won't drink. I think even if I get invited to play poker, I might stay sober. Yeah, I've had enough drink. I drink too much when I drink. And anyone watching who got my message on Discord the other night, it's okay. I don't really hate myself. I just hate myself when I drink too much. I appreciate the support, though. I really do. England game tomorrow, is it, Timber? I ain't bothered watching any yet. But sometimes I watch every bit of it. Sometimes I don't watch any. Spacey said, has been hard to sleep while temperature's not dropped over. Yeah, absolute nightmare. I could put a fan in the window this time, but because I've got it's like an upright fan with a filter at the bottom. It's supposed to be an air filter, but it blows out like a fan. So I turn that on its side and put it on the windowsill, hoping it would blow air into the room, but it didn't really. But I might put the oscillating fan in the window tonight. The window open. What you need is to get a breeze through. So open multiple windows, and it'll go through. Matt said, "Yeah, thanks, mate. I don't drive, but I would love to meet you. Cornwall's the best place. We'll see what we can do, mate. We'll see what we can do." So I said, "I ain't resorted to putting the big fan on yet. Bloody hell, mate. Get it on." I'm going to call you Atlas. What's happening with crossbow laws? Seen some shops in Scotland stopping to. That's a shame. Well, because it hasn't been. I check nearly every day, mate. I check nearly every day, and I haven't seen any news since March, so nothing yet. And the thing is, no one knows what's going to happen yet. It might be that because then they never said they was completely outright banning them. They just said they was going to license them essentially. It was just what form of license. So yeah, so we'll have to see what happens. But no, I check nearly every day. In fact, I can check now if you want. Let's have a look quickly, shall we? But I've not heard anything mentioned since March. No, there's been nothing. Seems like another cash grab. Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. Yeah, there's still been nothing since March. There's been a few crossbow incidents happened, but no mention of the laws. Yeah, nothing since during the March. Doug said the guy at Merlin said to me he reckons 3 years. That would be about right, Doug. When they did the offensive weapons law changes, that took about 3 years. Yeah. Doug said, I think the longer Labour are scrapping with themselves, the better nothing will get done. Exactly. And then hopefully they might just forget about it. Stan, did I say hello, mate? How you doing? Probably end up same rules as air rovers. If it's an easy to get license, seems I got 21 of the fuckers at least, I probably would get a license. Because otherwise I'd have to, it's a risk for me, you know what I mean? Basically, it's just about disarming everyone. Atlas said, I suppose on who gets in power now, Kia Weirdo is out. I suppose we better stock up. That's what people are doing. I have got up there the most beautiful Sobek you can ever see. I got sent all of those German accessories. The only one I didn't put on it was the trigger upgrade, because the trigger upgrade, you have to take the safety off. So that their trigger upgrade does away with the safety altogether, but I like having the safety. And that slows you down a bit, but oh, and by the way, talking about fast shooting, Doug, yeah, excellent shooting earlier. But yeah, they sent me I would show you, but I could get in trouble because YouTube often think that when you show a crossbow, they think it's a gun. They said, we'll have nothing and be happy. Take our toys. Not going to be happy. Well, exactly. But yeah, hopefully nothing happens. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's going to take a drastic change in everything in this country for it to be stopped, I reckon. But there's a possibility that could happen soon. You know what I mean? So yeah. Coban, said hello, smoking weed and getting a buzz. Nice one, mate. What have you been up to? Apart from collecting swords, what have you been up to? Nothing wrong with collecting swords, but I want to hear something new. There's a local archery lesson planned and got to see about bow making. Fucking yeah, bow. See, there's always bows. There is always bows. There is always an alternative until they start banning. I don't think they ban bows though. I don't think they'd ever ban bows. Stanton, unfortunately, I defended myself as a teen and was the one who got involved or unbanned. Don't even think I could get Yukara. Yeah, nightmare. The one thing I'm doing my wraps on my Tantos. Doug said, "Oh, I'd love the Sobek with no safety, with the broadheads now in effect. Complemented by the bayonet. In case of a jam, it's an apex predator. Yes, I'll tell you what, Doug. I could probably give you the trigger upgrades. If I definitely don't want it, you can have it. The only reason I say that is because I'll tell you what they've done. When they sent me these accessories, they've also sent me a £100 limb. So it's upgraded. It's got a £100 limb, extendable stock, folding foregrip with a little thing in it. Speed loaders that will load up the broadheads, and that £100 limb and a Dyneema string. But what I was getting at was there may be a reason that they want you to upgrade that trigger. I haven't shot it yet because it's been too hot. It might be difficult to shoot without the trigger upgrade, but if it isn't, and I don't think it would be, probably sort that out if you want it. You'd have to probably watch the German video to show you how to do it. It's I'd say it's complicated, but not. If you watch the video itself, it's bound to. Well, you did promote them lots. Yes, that's a lovely gift. Yeah, they sent me the lot. They sent me the absolute lot. Fucking hell, Doug. Thank you, mate. That's salivating. I'll show you the little trigger upgrade if you want. It's quite simple, but it's different. So that's the trigger upgrade there in 2 parts. So it actually has a cog system that like pushes the when you pull the trigger, that sort of cog system pushes it up. Does that make sense? Yeah, I could probably sort you that out as long as my one will still work without it. I'll sort you out. Thank you, Doug. You're a legend, mate. Really do appreciate that. It's people like you that make this true.
That's the funnest place to be.
Atlas and Doug is fucking Elon Musk with 20. So better safe than sorry, and use the upgrade. I'll have a look. I'll see what it shoots like without it. But there may be a reason why they. Right. Talking about these upgrades. I suppose me and Tom have. I don't want to say too much, but there's a possibility that we might be able to sell them over here. Might be able to. It depends how expensive it is to do. If it's too expensive to do it, to get the stuff over and do it, it's just not worth the bother. But yeah, that's the upgrade trigger. I don't think they sent me all the accessories because they do loads. They do sight upgrades. The little switch that pulls back that drops the bolts down. They do an upgrade for that. I want to show you it, but I can't. I could take a picture of it. Hang on, let me see if I got a picture of it. It's just the weird thing. I can show you a picture of it. I may have a picture of it actually. Well, there's all the accessories that they sent me, not on the crossbow yet. Right. Oh, that's pretty cool, Doug. They sent you a speed loader. That's fucking decent. Yeah, not gonna. Right. Yeah, I can't actually show you this on the screen because sometimes YouTube think it's a bloody gun. But I'll show you a picture of it. It's not going to be a very good picture. Fucking hell, it's hot, man. I'm dying. So that's the stock. There's the speed loaders with the broadheads in. No, I ain't got a camouflage one, Doug. No, I didn't know they did camo ones. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that was just a thank you for doing the. That was all of that stuff was a thank you for doing the broadhead things. They must have sold fair few. And she said, "Yeah, well, thank you very much for that. For that, we'll send you everything. You know, pretty much everything got." All right, I won't say no. Mother said, "I'm here. Good to see all the crossbow stuff." Bet those £100 limbs. It's all Otkin. I think so. I'll tell you what. It did take me. I was on the phone to Metallic when I put the string on that £100 limb. It took me 6 times to get that on. What it was, every time I did it, the fucking cocking, the bastard string, the cocking rope was too short. So I had to keep shortening it. However, that's fine. And that was just, you just have to get it the right length to fit it on. Doug's just sending me some pictures of what he's got. I think, anyway, I'm assuming. Oh, yeah, that's fucking cool, isn't it? Yeah, free, because they're like 3D printed, aren't they? Yeah. Very cool. You like that? Yeah, so we are trying to get this stuff sold over here so that it can be cheaper for everyone and try and get hold of the kind of stuff that people want but obviously can't get because like the people who sell that stuff, they will sell you it, but if you go to their website, it doesn't say they do. So, you know, so you have to email them. I just want to look at something quickly. Right, if you suddenly hear something, I need to mute myself. Oh, no, that's all right. All right. Seeing if I had any people watching on Kick. Doug said, looks the same as the cross-shot one. Annoying they only sent one, though. Of OCD, like symmetry. Yes. Yes. Fuck's sake. Yeah. Yeah, it does look. I think the only difference is, I don't know what it is, but those broadheads, when you put them in a standard speed loader, they won't quite fit in the crossbow, will they? Did you try them? Oh, no, you ain't got none of them, have you? No, you have. You bought a load, didn't you? Sorry, yeah, of course you have. Of course you have. Yeah. Won't quite fit, will they? Just split that one in half. That's it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Christ. But yeah, Doug, don't let me forget. But if you want that, that's yours, mate. I just need to check that I can shoot my crossbow without it. If not, I'll send you it, and I'll send you the video that you need to watch. Basically, what you have to do, you have to knock out a pin, and then unscrew a part, and then push another pin out to get the safety out, and then put it in. Lara said, Citizen Vigilante, fucking I'm going American now, is based on the crimes ignored in the UK. Germany banned it, so Elon Musk put it on X, free to watch till the 6:20. Oh, still tomorrow. Okay, I'll see if I can watch that then, Lara. Doug said, yeah, they're a little tight. Maybe I need to order another 6-pack and get the second one. Yeah, maybe. Put a request in. Mr. Key, how you doing, mate? He said the original trigger components might not reliably hold 100 pounds over time. Imagine a bodkin going through your foot if the saber. Well, exactly. Although that trigger is only pushing something up, but I get you. I think what it would probably do, if it couldn't handle it, it would snap. But yeah, I'll look into it. But that's exactly it, Mr. Key, and that's why I am always careful with upgrades to crossbows myself. Whenever you start putting very, very, very heavy limbs onto a crossbow that wasn't designed to have those limbs, you're putting a lot of pressure on trigger mechanisms that may not ever been made to hold that kind of weight. The Sobek, at least, the string is just sitting in a groove. So all you've got to do, you're just pushing the string out the groove. So if anything, I suspect the trigger would break before it pushed it up. Unlike things like the Redback or the Vlad, which have a proper, I can't remember what it's called, but it has like two little like things that stand up and the string behind it. They could snap essentially if they weren't, and it always puts me off. I like my fingers and stuff too much for that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, we're still trying to look into getting this stuff available for everyone anyway. But I'll tell you what, though, pretty sure this is 3D printed. Looks 3D printed. Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to show you. Looks 3D printed to me. So, you know. Sorry, I keep looking at it, trying to work out how it works. It doesn't seem to want to. Fallen Eagle, hey then, 3D printed, a chance to break. Well, yeah, exactly. Chance to break and also a chance to be made. Kevin, how you doing, mate? You right? And he said, howdy from the States. Hope you're all surviving over there with them European ACs. Fucking European ACs, they don't exist, mate. How dare you insult our little European ACs? They don't even exist. No such fucking thing. You gotta have a fan. You gotta have a fan, is what you gotta have. Tim, I'm off to bed. Hopefully sleep tonight. No. Good night, Timbo. How's your leg, by the way, before you go? I meant to ask earlier. Good night, mate. No ACs here, Kevin. Oh, fucking yes. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. There's 26 people watching. I don't think there's anyone on Kick watching there. Maybe I'll have to do an experimental stream on just Kick to see if I can get anyone to watch. But I am streaming to Kick right now as well as YouTube. Yeah. Good night, Timber. Fuck, it's hot. Yeah, there's a human rights violation. It fucking well is, mate. It is. Fuck, it is. 2 fans on at the minute. I have got the possibility to turn a 3rd one on if I wanted to. And then if I turned my air filter over, 4 fans. I don't need 4. 2 will do. What it is, yeah, and the only reason I've got 2 fans is because one doesn't oscillate and the other does. So I've got one pointing directly at me, and then I've got another one oscillating over there for when I get up and sit somewhere else. Stan, I don't know, because someone told me there was a couple of people saying they were watching vertically. So I weren't supposed to be doing vertical and horizontally, but I think I have accidentally done both. Mother said, you don't need 4 fans, you need only fans. Exactly. Yes. Kevin said, have you ever thought about using one of the fans to make redneck AC? I have, and I nearly did it, yeah. Yeah, what with the fan facing down into a bucket of... So the one I've seen is get like a... I can't what they're called. One of those cooler things. Icebox type things. Cut a hole in it, have the fan facing into the ice, and then have a little tube coming out, in a pipe coming out. So it's blowing air into the ice and then out the tube. I have thought about it. I'll be honest with you. It's hot right now, but this isn't the hottest I've ever been. The hottest it ever was, my dad. So technically, we have got air conditioning downstairs, but my mum will absolutely not let anyone use it. It says it uses too much electricity. It was different when my dad was alive. He paid the electric. He didn't care. He bought it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can get one of those styrofoam coolers and make one pretty. I think one day, Kevin. I probably will though. Bypass the meter and shit. Well, exactly. I need to do that. So, by the way, I removed an OnlyFans user I had for 7 years. I felt like I needed to leave it behind me. Fair enough, mother. Yes. You kicked the habit, did you? Fool said, went to the shop. One of the mobility scooter brushes shattered. Evil came home, grabbed a spare one for me while I was sat in the graveyard doing affairs, fuck's sake. Hey, you've been on a bit of an adventure today, then, have you? Yeah. But yeah, Kevin, I have thought about it. I thought about it many, many, many a time. Yeah, I don't know if it was just that year was so. It was about 15 years ago. I remember being so fucking hot, maybe 20 years ago. It was so hot, it was unbelievable, and I felt there was at times I felt like I was dying. I haven't felt like that yet. He said, "Got our supplies for tomorrow." Nice. Is it your birthday today, Evil? Or is it tomorrow? If it is, well, let me know. It was Penny, and it was Penny's birthday yesterday. So it may be Evil's birthday today. I need confirmation first. Kevin said maybe it would make a good video. So, yeah, I think so, Kevin. I think it would. Tomorrow is it? Okay, tomorrow. I shall wait then. I shall wait. Nice. Everyone's on getting a North Mountain Blades Chop Mini Tanto, finishing off my chop collection. Nice. Have you, okay, Bunny, have you got any tactical cleavers? Do you like tactical cleavers or anything like that? When I drink now, I'm going to stop buying little bottles of vodka. There's no point. I keep buying little bottles, and then buying another and then another. I bought 3 of them last fucking year. I may not be able to either, because I drank so much last week. I might not be able to, sadly. So probably not. But I'll be there. I'll be on tomorrow. We'll celebrate your birthday. But I may have to not drink tomorrow. Yeah, I bought 3 small bottles. I just kept buying them. Buying them. Dave said, I've got a birthday coming up in July. Only seemed like a couple of months ago I had one. Oh, God. Everyone said tactical cleaves. I don't think I have any. Nemoto and Katsu made something in the rest of your comments missing, mate. Fallen Eva, what are you drinking though? What have you got for yourselves? Yeah, I drank so much, Eva. I'm gonna have to have a night off, I think, sadly. And that's not me doing a surprise. I just kept buying them, and then it was like 8 o'clock Sunday night. I hadn't stopped. So I think I'm better off, in all honesty, just buying a fucking litre, or at least a 700, and at least I won't keep spending a fortune on fucking booze. And I might not drink it all. Nemoto and Katsu made a cool cleaver, but it's $400. Oh yeah, no, you should be able to get some nice. You should be able to get some nice budget tactical cleavers somewhere. Yeah, you'd be able to get some nice tactical cleavers. Oh, I started getting heartburn. Keep getting that. Have you got anything else planned for your birthday, Eve? Although, what you doing? So you lot can all drink and I'll watch. We have gin, we have vodka, we have a couple of buzzballs. Nice. I like the sound of those buzzballs, but I suspect they would make my teeth hurt instantly. Because if are they sour? I imagine they're sour. If they're not sour, they might not be too bad. But any of those sort of drinks, the very bright coloured drinks, they make my teeth hurt. It's 30 people watching, by the way. Don't forget to like the stream. Come and say hello. Especially if you're watching from Kick, because no, I don't think anyone's come on from Kick yet. Mum said I'm planning to talk with the guy from GI Customs to make me some special KDs. Nice, nice. I'd imagine they might not be, but I'd imagine they'd be very, very expensive. A lot of the, you know, I don't know. They're probably charging fair prices, but I think them some of them they'll be like, I don't know, probably over 200 quid. Yeah. Fuck all else. Too hot. They're not sour. Oh, they're not sour, are they? Okay. Doctor, I'm exactly the same. I don't get wear beer these days. Anything else, my teeth ache today. Definitely. Even these sodden things make my teeth hurt. Go Bunny said there are a few tactical cleavers on Amazon, but the Nemoto one is definitely the best. There's lots of tactical choppers as well. Tops Alchetti. Oh yeah, I've seen that one. Not oversweet either. I should have tried one then. What it was, I would try it if I was at home, but we was camping and I didn't want to have toothache for 3 days while we was camping because all it takes sometimes is a single sweep, and then my teeth are killing me for like 3 days. Not killing me, but they hurt. You know. Kevin said, "Do you know if the traditional Japanese Higanokami pocket knives are legal over there?" They're definitely legal to own, and so you can definitely own them. Yeah. However, if the blade's over 3 inches, you couldn't legally carry it. Seems like it'd be a good option. It's not locking, and you can use your thumb to hold it in place. Yeah, you'd have to legally carry. You'd have to get one with a 3 inch or less blade, but you could own it. You could own it because you can own lock knives in that. We can own them. It's just lock knives you can't carry unless you've got a good excuse for it. Yeah, I should have tried them. It was. If I was at home and someone said, "Here's a buzzball," I'd try it and then I'd just go and brush my teeth. As I could have done camping actually, but I didn't want to risk it. Stay away from Cockerbub's strawberry kiwi cider. It's like brushing your teeth with sugar while having toothache. Yeah, okay. Drinking cider makes my teeth hurt, so yeah. Dave said, I watched We Buried a Dead the other day. My teeth hurt for days after watching the zombie grind their teeth and then they snapped fucking out. A bit like my teeth then. We Buried a Dead, I don't know if I've seen that. I watched Cuckoo the other night. It's been out for a while, but they put it on Netflix on Thursday night. Yesterday then, yeah, it was pretty good. Even though we've only tried the mango chili one. That sounds nice though. Doug said, even Pepsi Max screws me these days. I'm on fumes. Dentist always moaning at me. Shit like Coke. That's always made my teeth go funny. You know, the old furry feeling on your teeth. Yeah. Go Bun said, I bought another Cold Steel Oya bun, 7.5 inch blade, really good condition for $200. Nice. Congratulations. Congratulations. So, Evil, you got anything else planned tomorrow? You going to have a nice meal or anything? Do you bother doing stuff like that? It was Penny's birthday yesterday. So, yeah, we'll do a little dual celebration tomorrow. It'll be a Penny and Evil birthday stream, but I am going to have to not drink. I've also got stuff to do which would prevent me drinking anyway. It's got a strong chili kick to it, nice. Do I have any favourite archive? What do you mean, Mother? I don't really look at any archives for things. The Jenna Jameson porn archive, maybe? I think they actually make the small ones with 2.5 inch blade. I'm just curious if it would get in trouble because it had straight razor type lever on it. It depends. It doesn't lock. It doesn't lock, and there's nothing saying that you can't hold something down. Oh no, too hot for anything like that. Yeah, no, fair enough, Evil. Yeah, no, you did say that, didn't you? Yeah, no, fair enough. No, I don't blame you. No, I don't think I do, Mother. I've not really been on there. Doug said I got some great God of War blades, Rambo blades from collectible. Blades, it'd be an issue tonight. That shouldn't be an issue. Right, well, blades. Right. Dave said, Kevin, Todd Cutler makes blades with straight razor lever and they're legal. Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue because you get friction folders with like a little tab, don't you? As long as it can't be locked. And in the UK, it doesn't mention anything about that. However, Scotland says they can't lock in any way whatsoever, if that makes sense. So you can't have one of those ones that you can lock afterwards. Might have a joint by the river. Yeah, no, that sounds nice, Eva. Pete said, yeah, it's a friction folder, so it should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, that little bit sticking out that goes under your hand, that's sort of no different than a knife with a nice choil on it. Not a choil, but, you know, like a bit that goes over your finger. Pete, as long as it's the right size. Exactly. As long as it's the right size. And if you need advice on that, get my cards. These cards will tell you exactly what you need to carry, and if any policeman or busybody or twat says your knife's not legal, pull this out and say, suck that, and then go like this right across their eyes and give them a paper cut on their eyes, and then go to prison for a bit. No, don't do the paper cut bit. Don't do the paper cut bit. Do that with the ruler. No, don't do that either. Get yourself a ruler and a card. Exclamation mark shop. Go to my shop. I've sold shitloads today. Yesterday. Yesterday, this is how many I sold. I'm clipping that. Oh god. All right, Doug. I've had worse clipped. Mike, you nutted. He's getting. Oh god. Don't do the paper cut across the eyes. That's not a good idea. But yeah, the rest is good. And the other cards are made of actual plastic, so they'll cut really well. No, they'll hold up really well. Oh god. Example, Svord Mini Peasant. Yes, exactly, Peach. Kevin nice. If I ever go to the UK again, I'll carry my little Higginic army instead of my Swiss Army knife. Yeah, do that. Do that. Clay Bunny said, I still don't have a cold steel Oyuban 9-inch or the Magnum Tanto 9. Magnum Tanto is always over $500. That's a lot. Come on, so I have 2 cold steel prototypes. I've got a couple of cold steels. I can't remember which ones I have now. I had meant to put one of my cold steels up there, but by the time I've done it all, I realised it won't fucking room. Lara said, used to have chicken houses in extreme heat, had fogger in front of fans, would cool the air at least 10 degrees. If you get a cool mist humidifier to set in front of the fan. Thank you, Lara. That's a great idea. I did see someone mention something like that today, actually. Yeah. And you can get some fans that you can put like they have like a pocket on the front to put what they're called, those freezer things, freezer boxes. I don't know what they're called. You know what I mean. Footage of that will be replayed in the future trial. Wait, you want a Raja 2 or an Espada XL? Those are beasts. I'd have any of them. I love cold steel and Northern Mountain blades. Best they do. They're the best Tantos, hand down. I would get my Tanto out if I could, but it's locked up. I'll show you my favourite Tanto though. Show you my favourite Tanto. One of my favourite Tantos. Anyway. I think these are quite rare now. What do you think of this one, Kobani? I think this is Spanish. Yeah. Made in Spain. I do like a nice Tanto. That's a nice Tanto. I used to have a few of these. They used to sell these Spanish knives a lot. The, however you'd say that, mule. Yeah, I used to have quite a few of them. I can carry them at home, but has to be legal code slip to be outside. Yes. Going to, I missed the old cold steel videos. Lynn Thompson wearing business casual and a tie, or cutting up boots of steak, full of steak of same. I know. Have you ever seen my parody of cold steel tests? If you haven't, I'll put my parody of cold steel on in a second. Fuck it, let's put the cold steel parody on. Oh yes, I'll get the. Remind me in a second, Mother. I'm just going to get this video up so people can see my tribute. Let's say it's a tribute. My tribute to Cold Steel and Lynn Thompson. Is this the one or not? Then maybe I changed the name of it. I thought it was called Not Lynn Thompson. Right. Are you ready for this? You have to dress up like Lynn for Halloween this. Yeah, definitely. Full repurpose an old toolbox. He installed powerful computer fans in it side and put a frozen 2-litre box. That's an excellent idea. Right, are you ready for this? Hello, this is not Cold Steel, and I'm not Lynn Thompson. But this is Cold Steel. This is the GI Tanto. Hopefully this is the by Cold Steel. 1055 carbon steel. Secure X sheath. Razor sharp. Weren't quite as good at acting back in the day. This is a full-on parody tribute to Lynn Thompson. Yes, I thought you'd like that, Kevin. Yes, I've even got a watch on that he wears. It's a good, either it's a good knife. I like the looking in the camera close-ups. So, yes. I have to be careful with this video because I didn't like the bit when I stabbed him, but not even a real person. The money said, Dooley makes some real cool knives. I do like to talk to them. Also, mine's called Charlie because it bit my finger while stopping. It really hurt, but I tell you. Kevin, I'm glad you have made that close up. They are purely for the connoisseurs of the old school steel videos. Didn't do the rope cut, that was live rope. It's only 3 minutes long at the end of it, and we've got 26 minutes. That's never on. How long fucking is it going on for? That'll be ended in. I don't know what that is. I couldn't do the rope cut though, Pete. It weren't heavy enough. Get yours at coldsteel.com. Well, there you go. That was my little tribute to that, essentially. There he is. There's the man, the myth, the legend. That's not me when I got longer hair. That's Lynn Thompson. That's not me. I know I do a good impression of him, but yes. Didn't have a pig to cut in half. And look there. There he literally is, dressed as I was. Same shirt, same tie. Got his watch on. I love a bit of Lynn Thompson. He's great. I really like Lynn Thompson. A lot of people don't like him. A lot of people take the piss out of him, but if you watch his training, I don't know how tall he is, but he's quite stocky for his height. He is fast as fuck and can actually do like proper knife fighting. Does actually train for it. It was a drink and another buzzball, chocolate, maybe too sweet for you, Mike. I'll have to find out one day. Stan said, would you consider redoing some older videos of your collection? Yes, definitely, mate, yes. Or even run them through AI to enhance the picture quality. You've come a long way. Thank you, Stan. Yeah, I'm definitely up for that, yes. I'll probably remake them. Peak Cinema, thank you. Thank you for appreciating it. Fucking hell, I can't say it. Thank you for appreciating it. Kevin still did say it right. My all-terrain chopper is called Ugly Betty. Remember the 9-ounce bars of ash in the 80s, 90s? Needed a test at 1M. Ah, yes. We never used to call it that. That's why I didn't know what you meant. Maybe that's sort of something that was only set up your way, Spacey. I'd never heard of it called that. Yeah, that's Lynn Thompson from Carl Still. It certainly is. No, it was me. What are you on about, Bill? How you doing, Bill? Have you seen old H3H3 Cold Steel video back when H3H3 was funny? Maybe. I'm getting a Buse sword next week. Is that Buse? I hope it's good. Chad had a good video recently. Romance of Men Swords and the pig carcass. Nice. I don't get paid enough to get pig carcasses. Maybe I would if I could. My favourite Cold Steel one is where he's slicing grapes out with a Bowie knife when his assistant throws him off screen. Honestly, I think Lynn is great. He always was the sort of personification of Cold Steel. That was his company. He lived it, and he could, anything he said he could do it. And that's what I always liked that about him. If he said, he wouldn't say he could do something unless he could fucking prove he could do it. And he could do all that really quick draw shooting and hit the targets and shit, and he would do it in them videos. He would do it. You know, he lived that life of designing those knives for things that he wanted them to do, which is, you know, a lot of people that's not why they design knives and that, you know. Only difference is Cold Steel promo guy uses an abattoir hook with a pig carcass on it. Ah, yes. How you doing, Bladesman? Okay. Yeah, I love a bit of the weirdest Cold Steel video I ever saw was the one when they had that Dog the Bounty Hunter lookalike bloke stabbing giant koi carp or whatever the fuck they were in a river. Have you ever seen that one? That caused a lot of controversy because they should have known that was going to piss people off. But, you know, dyed blonde hair bloke, and he got his like cowboy boots on and his like vest on, and he's stabbing these fucking massive fish, like that big and like that fat, in this river. He's just stabbing them with a fucking tanto sword. Very bizarre video. I bought Lynn Thompson's Magnum Tanto prototype and the Gurkha cooking prototype that he took to Africa. That's a great thing to have. Can you show Kevin the Cold Steel RPG? Yes. I would eventually like to put all of my Cold Steel stuff up because every bit of Cold Steel I've got was a gift. I don't think I've ever bought any Cold Steel myself. I've got a few small ones I could show you, but my bigger ones are locked up at the minute. Oh, well, actually, that's not it, but hang on. Yeah, all my big Cold Steel. Well, actually, I've got the fucking Gladius down there. It was if I gave in to temptation, I had to. The power of Teresa compelled me. I ran through the wheat with my arms outstretched. Oh, God. Good for you, Evil. I hope you feel really, I don't know, do you feel good or do you feel bad now? That's the Dog the Bounty Hunter looking motherfucker. Yes, it is. The Dog the Bounty Hunter motherfucker. Yeah, looking motherfucker. The katana fishing video. Insane. Need a wall of coal. Yes, I've got these. I've got those. They're little beauties. I do like them. And they're fairly well used as well. Look at the state of that one. That's why I can't have really, really expensive knives because I fuck them up because I properly use them. But yeah, I really like them. Didn't want them. Who got me them? I can't remember now. I think one person got me one person got me another. Yeah, I need a wall of coal, a wall of cold steel, yes. And then this one was from Pergio, but I do think that's a copy because if it came from AliExpress, it definitely ain't cold steel. But you know, I don't mind a cold steel copy. That's fine by me. It may be genuine, but I don't think not off AliExpress. Bill said, "What is everyone's favourite cold steel blades?" I'll go first. Mine is the Vaquero 3-inch blade. 3-inch blade with the VG stainless steel. Comment below. I don't know. There are lots of cold steel knives. The ones I own or the ones I could have. Because I would love some of those massive folders. But I don't know. Maybe my. What's the Tanto I've got? The big Tanto. It was a feel no guilt. But Eva, was it the naughtiest thing you've ever done? Oh God. Would you buy a cold steel nail clipper? Yes. I got you the one with the drop. I thought so, yes. Yeah, so Peach, you got me the drop point one. I think Zed might have got me the Tanto one. That's why I asked. I want Sean. I didn't want to mess it up. If anything, it was kind of fun. Devin said I have cold steel 4 Max Scout folder. It's definitely one of the best overbuilt sturdy folders I've seen. I've got the Pro Light as well. I do like the Pro Light. Yeah, I've got more cold steel now than I thought. So I've got the. Oh, I also like the. You've got it, Peach. That big fuck off stiletto that they do. I've got like a cheap, like £10 copy of it. Giovanni said I've pretty much all the big folders except for the 5 Max. Yeah, I've as I said, I've only ever had any cold steel because people have bought it for me because I can't, even cheap stuff I can't really afford. Another one I really like is the scimitar. Nice. Yeah, I also like the Frontier Bowie and the other Bowie they do, but again, too expensive. So I'd make myself something that looks like it, and I'm fine with that. I'm happy with that. I would buy a cold steel portable air conditioner. I certainly would. It better be cold and it better be made of steel. Peter, I carried an M16 frame lock, then the cold steel Vaquero large size, around 4-inch blade. Nice. Good. In my current favourite folder in my daily knife carry, the Buck 259 Haxby. I am well, I thought of that. Oh, fucking. The knife I have most of the time on me is the green Buck that Peach got me. What was that one called, Peach? I don't know where that's gone. It should be there. The whole point of that being the knife I fucking carry, so it's there. Don't know where that's gone. Probably in a pocket somewhere. Might be in my coat. I went down the post box the other night, and it just so happened to be the time at night when everyone's coming out the pub. So that might be, yeah, $1.10 light, something like that. Anything that might still be in my coat pocket for all I know. Deep in the bunker. Well, always nice to have you, mate. Now, it don't matter if you're late. Doesn't matter if you're late, mate. Just put a like in. Everyone, if you don't like, put a like in. That was very sharp out the box piece. It certainly was. Paul said, I just sat at the side shouting abuse at the wheat. Guess I'm intolerant. Oh, God. Sounds like you are. Sounds like you are. Not a bad thing, though, to be wheat intolerant. Well, it is to you, but not to others. Sorry. No, it all fell out last night. Yeah, I have had a haircut, yes. Yeah, I couldn't stand it any longer. It was way too long. I was turning into a right old hippie. So I cut it all off. Maybe yesterday, I can't remember. So much better. Oh, God, so much better. It's lovely now. I fucking hate it. If I have hair that's even like that long, it feels absolutely disgusting. Deep said, hair today, gone tomorrow, yes. We should all have haircuts. Fucking too hot for any longer, yes. Well, exactly. Sorry, I'm just looking in the comments. Oh, God. Yes, hair today, gone tomorrow. They called him Mike the Mop, so he cut it all off. That's one thing I've never been called, Mike the Mop. Bill said, the Corvid V is really funky folding cleaver. I reckon it, to be honest. Nice. Also, I have a cover. I have to cover up when the weather gets like this. I'm ginger. The sun is a deadly laser. Yeah, Metallic's the same. Carl said, morning, Mike. Looking fresh. Looks like you have more face to wash now. Yes. Right, that to the back of my head. Looking sharp. Did you use the cold steel hair clipper? I certainly well did. Going to the Buck 112 was the reason US sailors weren't allowed to carry a personal knife over 3 inches on ships. A few good guys cut each other up in fights. Yes, yes. A few other guys, so not a few good guys. Yeah, yeah. I've always liked the traditional buck lock knives. That's a really nice look. Go round through, yeah, my Amazon delivery is only 6 stops away. Nice. Metallic's delivery didn't get delivered today. I don't think they tried. They said they did. She's been in all day, though. Well, actually saying that. Doesn't matter. Will I buy a cold steel tornado? Maybe. Maybe. Pete said, I did see a folding scythe when at a car boot sale. It was like those tactical ones, but looked handmade from like Pakistan. So, oh, right, that's interesting. Do you know, why did we buy those scythes, Pete? Do you remember? You bought me that scythe, and when it turned up, it was like the biggest piece of shit ever. And we both got one, didn't we, or something? And they were so shit that you literally couldn't do nothing with them. It was like a millimetre thick and horrendously serrated. Do you remember? I tried chopping my hair off when I was a kid. The sun wasn't fooled. Oh, God. Had a 135 tag on it, so didn't even try and, but that's a lot. She was out when they tried to deliver it. Fair enough, my queen. Deep, so loved your latest video on UK knife legal carry card. Very useful defence against Judge Dredd Police. Exactly. Thank you, Deep. Yeah, I've sold quite a few. Sold quite a few. If you ever want one, Deep, let me know. Or a couple, I'll sort you out. Send me the postage. Want to grind my teeth off and make a scythe sword thing. I know you want to grind my teeth off. I've been grinding my teeth, so that's fucking hell. Yeah. Wanted to grind the teeth off and make a scythe sword thing, yes. Yeah. It was shit, wasn't it? They were so terrible. I've still got it in the shed. You could probably just go out with the blade. It's so crap. It was France. Go Barney said, I love a scythe sword. I have X16 Ginunting and Condor 2 Gallantry. 16-inch blade on both. Nice. Nice. Cut my grass. Oh, no. I've only just got some grass in the fucking garden. I can't cut it yet. How's your hands? Are they better in this fucking red hot weather? Do you know what, Carlos? Yes. Yes, they are. Yeah, barely had any issues at all. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to be one of them. I always used to think that was bullshit when old people used to say, you know, they want to go live in France because it's warmer, their arthritis don't hurt so much. True. Yeah, if I didn't read out Carl's comment, he said, how's your hands? Are they better in this fucking red hot weather? Yes. They are, weirdly. Not weirdly, but, you know, I was just thinking that's... I didn't think it was bollocks, but, you know, I just thought just one of them things old people say. The Glock field knife is also a great choice for a budget fixed blade. Very good price for the quality you get. Okay. So I said, ordered a new hat, white with a cover, so it covers all parts of your face when it arrives. It'll probably cool off. Good idea. Yeah, I need to remember to get a hat out, as in a cap. I need to get a cap out and some sunglasses for when me and Metallic go on our road trip. Because we're going to be out all the time. We're going to need a bit of fucking protection. Just looking up there, my hat doesn't seem to be there. Not my normal hat. I wonder what the fuck that is then. I don't want to buy a hat. But I don't want to wear a black hat either, you know, like a nice light coloured hat. Josh, how you doing, mate? You alright? Lovely new knives you've made recently. I do like them. Yeah, I need to reflect the sun. Well, I also bought some white t-shirts today. Because I don't really wear white. However, when it's fucking absolutely raging sun, yeah, I'll wear white then. If I've got to walk about in it, I'll wear white. I'll wear my lightest pair of jeans and white t-shirt. Nick, how you doing, mate? You alright? Also, I want to get my hands on one of those new power lasers all the YouTubers are doing projects with. They'd be well handy to the garden. Are they powerful enough to like burn grass off then? Christ. 30 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. And if you're watching on Kick, let me know. I've not seen a single comment from Kick yet. Don't know if anyone's watching on Kick. Maybe I've set it so no one can comment. Josh said, not too bad. What about you? Cheers, Mike. I'm happy with them. Yeah, they're lovely. They're lovely work. I ain't too bad, mate. Just really fucking hot. Do you know what, Nick? I hadn't actually noticed until you said. I put two fans on me, but it weren't because I was hot. I was just sick to death of like not having like air blowing about. So no, I hadn't actually noticed until just now. Now I feel really hot. Oh, damn. I love saying that to people. Has anyone noticed? Did you notice it's quite hot today? Yeah, I ain't too bad. I'm not too bad. Just boiling fucking hot, which means I haven't done a lot. I've got some leather work I need to do. Nick said, only two. I got three on. Get shit done. Well, I've got one that don't oscillate and one that does. So I've got the one that don't oscillate on me, literally just there. And then the other one's over there oscillate. So when I stand up, I still get a bit. Kevin said, embrace the Viet Cong rice paddy hat and enjoy superior sun protection. Do you know what? Maybe I'll get one. Maybe I'll get one then. Well, what I was going to do, I haven't managed to do it yet. Fuck it, let's do it on screen, shall we? See if I can get it right this time. Hang on, hang on. Gonna go old school. If you can guess what I'm doing, try and have a guess. What kind of sun protection am I doing right now? Old school. There you go. There you go. Fuck it, that's it like this for the rest of the stream. Perfect. Perfect fucking size. Knotted hanky, mate. Knotted hanky with fucking knuckle dusters on it. Soak that in the water. Sorted. I might just sit like this now because I look cool. Glad you liked it, Spacey. Fuck's sake. Right. Spacey, I went to the doctor's Thursday while it was 32 degrees. Wasn't too bad. It was a nice breeze, only a few shady spots. I took stops. Stops in then while in the direct sun. I kept moving. Yeah, good idea, mate. Good idea. That's lost me some views. Even my friend is making me an American style chocolate cake for my birthday because, wait, he's good at baking. Nice. Oh, I'm glad you're getting a cake. Nick said, I've got my big 16 one on the window, so that's what I'm going to do later, put in the cold air from the outside. And a small one pushing that cold air to me, then a USB one on the desk. I've got a little USB one. Maybe I'll do that little combo as well. Static one up there. Fan, oscillating one there, little one next to me. Yes. It has been killer, Josh. It certainly has. Sunscreen on your balls. Goes that some of the UK would consider it racist. Like something the UK government would consider racist. God said, fuck, I thought a sloth from the Goonies. It's when he goes all over his shit. My brain hurts. Bloke gave me the idea, stick a parasol in your chair. Yes. Yes. Hello, Dave. Dave Brewer, how you doing, mate? He said, how's the heat wave in the UK? Fucking hot. This is what I'm gonna go out like when I go on my road trip soon. This is gonna be my hat. I'm gonna soak this in water. It's even got knuckle dusters on it, look. It's got my logos on it. Yeah, plenty of water, 100%. But when we're going on our road trip, we're going to have to fucking keep trying to find places to fill up with water. However, you can always go to a shop and buy water, can't you, if you're desperate. I have got an app on my phone that's called, I can't remember what it's called, but there's a website that has like maps that show you places. What's it called? Refill return. It'll show you places where you can get water while you're out and about, and that has been proper handy at times. It's like the white 2-pack. Yes, that is me. Don't ask me to rap unless it's a present. Next, I woke up earlier and it was fucking 35 degrees in my room. Having every type of insulation is great in the winter, but it might kill me if the summer keeps going like this. Oh, it's a nightmare, isn't it? Stan said, away for 5 minutes, come back, and a little mic with attitude. Yeah, that's me. Plenty of pints, get the sun away. You look like a white 2-pack. Can you rap? Only presents. Only presents. I cannot rap, no. Give me some wrapping paper. It's sorted. I might be able to rhyme if you give me a present mic. If you give me your give me a poem, I might be able to read that out. Yes. I'm not going to have any hankies hanging out my back pocket, by the way. Unless it's got a fucking bandana weight on it. Dave said my bathroom doesn't have any air circulation. It's 15 degrees warmer than the rest of the house. Never been shitting so quickly. Our bathroom's a bit like that. So hot, it's fucking killer. Basically, I got some nice fold-up water bags and a bag shower thing as a solar. Need to double check. Yeah, me and Metallica was talking about maybe taking a one of those solar showers with us, so that when we're out and about. But when you get used to the sort of road trip stuff, you have little techniques you can do anyway. But what we're going to do, we've got memberships to gyms, and a lot of gyms you could just pay to go in anyway. As soon as you can get in a gym, you can get in the shower. Oh yeah, most of the time. Won't need shampoo. No, I won't. I won't. My dad's got enough hair for both of us on our head. Yes. But yeah, we're gonna have to take our water in bottles. We tried taking it in them big containers, and that does work. But you're confined to keep bringing down a great big heavy thing and moving it about. So in the end, we decided it was easier just to get 2-litre bottles, because they're really strong. Because the thing is, both of our massive 25-litre things leaked. So yeah, we decided in the end 2-litre bottles. What I might do, I might look into getting some kind of little tap for one, so I could hang one up. I don't know if I'll bother, but it's something that you could probably buy for a couple of quid. But yeah, because we on the road trip, we put a roof box on, and that roof box tends to just be the shit you don't need all the time. So we'll put about 10-12 bottles of 2-litre water out there. Like my sit down toilet if I need it and shit like that. Dave said, "Are water guns allowed in the UK?" Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are a fun way to cool down if the king will allow it. Well, I'd allow it. I am the king of the knuckle dusters. John, how you doing, mate? He said, "Evening, all you sweaty bastards," myself included. How you doing, John? You all right, mate? Yeah. Peter's back with ice cubes. Foldable bags, think 2-litre when empty, take up no space. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Well, the thing with the 2-litre bottles, you can all squeeze them down semi-flat. And then what we do, every chance we get, we'll get a couple of the 2-litre bottles out, fill them up again. And I've got like a bottle that's got a filter on it, so that if that water has got a bit warm and a little bit not tasting quite as nice. Yes. Yeah, full. I've got a disabled key. Yes, I forget about that. Yeah, get a disabled toilet key, and you have somewhere you can wash and relieve yourself for free next month. Yes, I forget about the radar keys. Yeah, I've got a radar key exactly for that, and I have had times where that has exactly, that has worked. Kevin said, here in Florida, I don't think I've ever seen a house without central AC. I've had to go days without power a few times with hurricanes, and it was miserable. I don't know how you guys do it. The thing is, it's the only reason we get away with it, Kevin, is because luckily summer don't last that long. We're all dying while it's happening, but give it 2 weeks, we'll be back to normal, and then we might have another week's worth of this. So although we're dying when we've got it, problem is a lot of people don't want to shell out for AC for like a month of the year, because I must admit I do like living in a country that we do have like 4 proper seasons, although even then they're getting a bit weird now. It's like they're out of whack, and like even winter ain't like proper winter anymore. Summer's getting hotter, winter don't seem to be like proper winter. Yeah. Better to sweat your head off than drip your arse off, exactly, David. But yeah, it's hard work though, Kevin. John said, my eyes are getting bad. I thought the cat was licking itself. It's something moving with the fan behind Mike. I want that over there. Yeah, it's a piece of paper, keep moving. Yes, for fuck's sake. Here said we have 2 10-litre collapsible water containers. Yeah, they are. I've got water stashed just in case. there was one year when they was going on about people might need standpipes, and I thought, fuck that bullshit. I'd rather just stash some water, and then if I have to, even if I have to filter it, it'll be all right where it is. You know, it's in a cool, dark place, in clean bottles. So yeah, just put it through a filter for you. There wouldn't be nothing bad with it. And then if you have to go to a standpipe, then yeah, David, you should be able to have a day off. And roofing tomorrow is going to suck. Yeah, fucking well is, mate. It is. Can you get like double pay, triple pay for that? Dawson, it's actually really nice outside now. So much cooler than earlier. I was sweating my nuts. You're actually, Josh, I bet if I weren't in my room right now, it probably is quite nice everywhere else in the house, especially outside. But yeah, indoors, that's the problem. What I was going to say to Kevin, the problem with the UK is the houses are all insulated for cold weather because we get cold more than hot. But then it means the hot, you can't get rid of it because houses aren't designed that way. Kevin, yeah, here we get about a month of cold weather and then it's nothing but heat and tropical storms for the rest of the year. Yeah, so you're the opposite, you're the other way round. So, yeah. But yeah, you know, I like that we have 4 seasons. I think it would be weird if we didn't, because some places don't get 4 seasons, do they? That's very odd. Very odd. But I'd rather be cold any day. I'd rather be cold any day. I wasn't going to mention that it was hot. Who brought that up anyway? Who brought that up? They get timed out. Whoever brought up that it's hot. John said, I've got a USB battery powered fan on the windowsill blowing cool air into the bedroom. Well, I'm going to do that when I get up. I do have my window open at least, because I never even used to do that. Carl House banned on it. Now, which wanker boy? You know what, Nick? We've been talking about it for at least an hour before you came on, so you're all right. What was banned, Carlos? What was I going to say? I've bought. So the other thing I bought today was a because I need to get a couple of things for camping. So the money I made off all those cards I sold, they're about 40 quid. I bought some stuff for the road trip. One of them include 4 seasons. Yes, one of them I bought a fan for when I go on the fucking coach to Metallics, because that's going to potentially be fucking hell. It's all right if I'm prepared. Last time I was on the coach though, I had a coat on, and it was boiling hot, and the whole entire coach was completely packed. Every seat was taken up. It got so hot that some bloke got off at a stop that wasn't his stop just to get off the coach, and I couldn't take my coat off because I was like so cramped in and I had seatbelt on. Yeah. Kevin said, when the iguanas start freezing and falling off the trees, winter in Florida has officially started. They said, I saw France ban public drinking to stop the heat illness. I can't imagine if that happened in the UK. Yeah, imagine that. Josh said, I can't wait for the thunderstorm. Nothing better than what? Yeah, a proper thunderstorm, close up, mental, innit? Amazing. Thermos or slushy. Yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, that is a good idea. Thank you, Evil. Yes, I'll probably do something like that. Yes. Yeah. I'm preparing. So I bought some light coloured clothes. I've got my USB rechargeable fan, about that big, and it folds up thin. I think it folds up about like as thick as probably like a DVD cover. Yes, thermos or something that will keep ice cold, yes. And I might take something I can make like a wet flannel, so at least to put it on my head or something. Because one of the years on the coach, I think they'll be all right if they know it's going to be hot. But you know, every now and then you get a really hot day and it's like a bit of a surprise. One of the days it was that. They weren't prepared for the heat. And I also think that the driver must be able to be cooler than everyone else, because They sit there having no issues, and everyone else is dying. Anyway, it was so hot one day. And we hadn't moved, which is partly what's so hot. I nearly got off the coach. It was so hot. I was getting to that stage. I was like, fucking hell, I can't handle this anymore. Vodka and slushies are popular here in New York. Nice. Mother said, "Do you watch the World Cup?" So I know I'm not into football. I will watch it purely because it's England. So a bit like the Olympics. I'll watch the Olympics because I'm supporting England. But no, I'm not really interested in them. I don't think I'll ever bother watching it anymore. If we got to the final and everyone was having a piss up while they watched it, I'd probably join them. But I'm not really interested. Evil, thank you for reminding me I actually have one of those. My dad bought me it. It's under my sofa. Yes. Where's your battery banks? Have you got any of those solar panels to recharge while camping? Yes. I might take my little one, because I've got a little one this big, right? In the direct sun, that'll run the little USB fan I've got. Which I find hilarious. Yeah, I might take her. Yeah, thank you for reminding me, Evil. Yeah, Metallic bought me one of those, a big one. It'd probably be too big to take on a coach though, because it's quite heavy. You'd probably want a reasonably small one. But yeah, Metallic bought me one of those like gel cooling mats, and it's the one I've got. Those like big enough for a person to lay on, so it's pretty big. You'd want a smaller one, I think, for a coach. I think it'd be very heavy. But yeah, little one this big, long. I had mixed results. Yeah, I'll show you, Spacey. So it's nothing good, but I'll show you. I won't get to show you it working. Right, hang on. See that? That, in the direct sun, will run that. They don't work in like sunlight, though, do they? Not sunlight, like your thingy light. A torch light wouldn't do it, would it? Oh, that turned then. I'll have to get a UV light out. Different light in it, but yeah, that will run that. So you could get, if you can get a fan going for fucking nothing, a fucking bonus, mate. But it would probably take like a year to charge a fucking phone, but it'll run that thing. David said, "I see the Scots fans going crazy in Boston. They drank several bars completely." Yes, I'd heard that. Kevin said, "Did you get the white linen suit and a handkerchief to wipe your forehead in? The proper British gentleman colonial Africa." I fucking well nearly did, to be honest. The white linen fucking. I nearly got some white linen trousers. Honestly, I nearly fucking did. Couple that with a white t-shirt. That's as close as I'll get. Spacey said, "It says the one I got for charging phones, but you see plugged in my power bank." Yes. Scotland was the home of the original No Kings protest. Us Americans have no idea. Some these days lit up, but never increased. That's a shame, isn't it, Spacey? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I tried to charge my phone with this, and it was very slow. But yeah, if it'll run that fan, you can potentially put that in the window and have that little fan on, and yeah, it does work. But as I say, Oh, it's just started raining. God, bloody live streaming. That shit I have to clear up. I got that one off of Temu for about £4 or something stupid. I might put my oscillating fan in the window now. God, I've got a bit of a fucking headache though. It's the only problem. I start getting a bit of a headache after a while. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. There's 25 people watching. Still don't know if anyone on Kick was watching there. Oh, wrong fucking thing. Wrong thing. Bastard. Every fucking link I clicked was the wrong thing. History. Kick. Yeah, I don't know. Spacey said my 6-fold was under 50. That's good because it's a big thing, isn't it? Big thing. Kevin said I will be mag dumping my AI and cursing King George come the 4th. You have a lovely Independence Day when it comes. Yeah. I won't call it Traitors Day. That's fine. The Dropped. How you doing here? 32 here. Quit your moaning. You piss off. Every American I know lives in the UK does videos going back to you Americans, saying, shut your gobs. It's true, it's worse over here. Metallic said, how's Drop's tooth hole? I didn't know you had an issue of a tooth hole. Drop's a tooth hole. Well, I dropped. Carla said, Mike, getting off. I'm away next week, so I'll try to catch up. If not, see you when I get back. Good night, Carlos. Have a nice time, whatever you're doing. Take care, mate. Blade said, attach metal frame around a Mexican sombrero with a foot in front of your face and fix a fan to it. Then duct tape the solar panel on top of your head, and you have the perfect prevention for the midday sun. Yes. Walk around. Yes, perfect. I want to try doing a bike trailer power station build. It could be cheap. Oh, hello, Vive Zambra from Kick. Thank you. I think you're my very first. I think you. No, Ken. It's either Kendra. I don't know. Anyway, how you doing? Thank you. Yes. Hey, bro. I enjoyed your stream. I have some suggestions I want to share with you, but I don't want to spam your chat. Let's chat on Discord. Okay, I'll sort that out. Thank you, Vive Zambra. I do appreciate that. You're my first Kick commenter ever. Yeah, what I'm doing currently really is just sort of dual streaming to Kick and YouTube at the same time. I do YouTube streams a lot. This is my very first Kick one. We're just chatting bollocks, really. But yeah, I want to try doing a. Where's it gone? Bike trailer pass. I think that'd be a great idea. That'd be a great idea. Drop said, having tooth problems, infection made my blood pressure spike. Damn near had a stroke a couple of days ago. I was sorry to hear that, mate. I did not know that. BP was 22/137. Doctor said legally. She should have called an ambulance. Fuck's sake. Have you got any antibiotics now? Yeah, one thing you don't want to fuck about with is infections. Come on, Drop. You should know that by now. Christ. Well, I'm glad you're all right, because that is, that's a dangerous thing. It was a don't expect us to come on camera tomorrow. That requires being able to not cook indoors. Nah, you're all right. I will not make you come on camera tomorrow. I will not make you come on camera tomorrow. It was Penny's birthday yesterday, if anyone wants to say happy birthday to Penny. Don't get the like the stream. Yeah, and that bloody Yanks and their infections. I forget that as soon as a Yank, me and Matag have a little joke from it. It comes from Hostel. That and other films that in films, as soon as any American gets some kind of injury, within like 2 minutes flat, they've got a full infection with pus coming out of it. But apparently, it seems to be true. You get some antibiotics in your drops. No, I'm glad you're all right, mate. What are you going to do with your tooth then? Get it pulled out? Hell on, even I'm getting my teeth done. Oh, by the way, I've sent off my HC1 form and an HC5 form if I haven't been on stream since then, since I filled those out. They have been sent out. The HC1 is to get the HC2 form to get money off next time. The HC5 form is to get a refund on what I've spent. Penny, if you're watching, everyone's saying happy birthday to you. Ava said, holy fuck, hope you're good. Happy birthday, Penny. We drank to you yesterday. Stan said happy birthday, Penny. Pete said happy birthday. Drop said, yeah, antibiotics, ibuprofen, blood thinners. Hope to yank this tooth up by next week. Now, my infection is beer related because I don't brush my teeth. Ah, fair enough. Yeah. All right. Still, don't want to fuck about with infections. Can kill you, you know. We don't live in the 19th century now, Drops. The 18th century. Whenever. I don't know. Nah. That's why when you live over here, you go to your doctor, you get your antibiotics, you pay £7 even if you have to pay. Actually, I'll tell you one good thing. I don't know how easy it is to get antibiotics over there. You can get antibiotics now in the UK for certain things by even seeing a pharmacist. Like ear infections, I'm pretty sure you can go to a pharmacist, and if you've got an ear infection and they're trained, they can look in your ear and prescribe you antibiotics. So I said she's in the shower, but I've got screenshots. Even told you should have done a penny split. Well, I'll do it tomorrow. I wasn't no point doing a Friday one because often Penny and Drop aren't always on a Friday. I only got stuff to do, so I was going to wait till tomorrow. You can have a special one with Penny tomorrow. I won't call it Evil Penny special though, because it might confuse people. Yeah, sounds like right bastard. Dropped. Kevin said the stuff is always scary. I've recently got a wisdom tooth pulled by a VA dentist, and it was a gamble if they were going to be a butcher or not, as it usually is with the VA. But thankfully, it's good. You know what? I often think that with all dentists, to be honest, Kevin, is it going to be one of them? You know, last time I had a tooth pulled out, which was December. So I had a filling about 2 weeks ago. That was fine, and so was when the tooth pulled out. However, both times I'm pretty fucking sure. Oh, he said that might break, and it broke, and then he was having to cut into my gums and pull bits out for ages and cut in, drill bits out, and you know, fucking took him ages to get it all out. And then when he done that filling, I'm pretty sure he did that filling and then went, I'm going to have to do it again now, because she hadn't held the light in the right place and it hadn't dried properly. So I had to drill it all out, do it again. But, you know, I suppose as long as the outcome in the end's good, which it has been, that's fine. But, yeah, it can be a nightmare. Stan said, move to Scotland for a free scripts or just use Percy's address. Yeah, it's a good idea. Yes. Josh said, has anyone got any experience with jawbones for knife handles? I want to make a knife with a coyote jaw handle. No, I've never done that. I've done the deer. Have you seen the deer foot bone off I made? But no, I've never done anything with jawbone. But that sounds very interesting. Yeah, that'd be cool. You know, yeah. Speaking of having infections, I still have a cough. But feeling much better. Oh, good. That's good. Yeah, it's horrible when you have any fucking shitty fucking illness that goes on for ages. I knew that was veteran something. I knew that was veteran something because I know about the VA. I can't remember, but the VA thing, yeah, like Veterans Association or whatever. Well, basically, free healthcare due to prior service, but most of the time the doctors are horrible. Blades and interested, yeah, antibiotics can be prescribed a lot for the last several years. There was a period where doctors were scared of prescribing them due to the fear of overuse leading to antibiotic resistance. Yes. Doc said you're going to need a thin blade or a thicker jawbone. That's what I found with even that deer foot, right? Once you've got all of like the bone marrow out and then you've drilled your channel, it ain't very big. It was still, I still had to thin down. That's why I've been struggling to make metallics. She wants a deer foot with a saw blade on it, but you can't get saw blades with like a stick tang on it. Oh shit! Just fucking world. Josh said, I'm thinking of splitting the jawbone and using them as scars. That would, you maybe epoxy it on and then drill a pin through. And so to need probiotics after antibiotics because it kills off all your good bacteria. Right, did you hear that, Dropped? Get some probiotics after you've done all your antibiotics. Peter, the antler handle would be stronger and easier to work with, but you can do it with a jawbone. You may have to fill the bone with epoxy or something. Yeah, that's what I think. And then have it like full tang. Good night, Spacey. He said, I'm off tomorrow night stream. Maybe see you again. Have a good Saturday. Take care, Spacey. You too, mate. Have a good Saturday. Bare forearm handle would be heavy duty, yes. Yeah, but the thing is, you got to get the bits, though, ain't you? That might work. Josh Dopp said, just saying it's not a lot of bone on the meat. No, exactly. An insect running up my screen. I'm trying to confuse it with my mouse. It's working. Okay, but I might stream later tonight. I'm not going to do some more Ito wraps. No, I'm going to do some more Ito wraps and maybe some paracord stuff. Have a good time doing your rapping. Hey, Code Bunny's a fucking rapper. Drop said, I ain't no yogurt man. Get some tablets then, probiotic tablets. You'll regret it when you fucking got the shits all the time. Don't tell me you don't have solid food anyway. This shit's probably come out as beer. I think they come out as fucking Cheetos. I've seen what you eat, mate. No, anyway, I'm glad you're alright with Drop. Well, I'm glad you're getting better anyway. Make sure you're alright. Yogurt is a shit probiotic. You're better off with homemade sauerkraut. This is when I needed probiotics. I just bought a fucking. Fucking hell, Persia, what have you been doing tonight? Been sleeping? How you doing, Persia? You're right, mate. Josh said, yeah, I made an antler handle like that. Cheers, Josh. Yeah, I get you. And yeah, that probably you can't really get bear or larger animals in the UK, mostly do. Exactly. It's getting, it would be cool doing all them things, but it's trying to get it. Drop said, have you done a how-to for paracord wrap? I've never been massively into paracord wrapping. It's too fucking fiddly and boring. And I tell you what, that shit would hurt my hands nowadays, I think. Drops, do you want me to send you some of these when I send Penny her birthday present? they were still good by the 5th, 2023. So they're still like, you know, they're like 6 years, 3 years out of date. Josh, do as the Queen does and carry around a roadkill kit. Yes, it's thinking of that bear though, is it? You might find one of those, you know, human bears, but you know, Virgin, I'm fucked. Really busy week, busy day, and I'm just fucking shattered. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Oh, you got a license for that bare bone, mate. That bare bone, you know, could be something else. People said you should watch Rose Tinted Spectrum. He does some funny stuff. Okay. Oh, I've heard. I'm sure I've heard of them. Oh, by the way, motherfuckers.
And if you can believe it, it's a Friday once again.
The fact that you need probiotics that will make it through the whole tract. Fermented foods are more reliable. Okay. Fair enough, my queen. Oh, and also...
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I had my first kick commenter today. Because I live stream at Kick as well. If you do 5 hours of Kick streaming, which I do easily, 2 nights, you can get like donations on there. So it's worth just doing on the background of this, and hopefully it'll get views eventually. Might be one of those that I noticed. If I ever live stream anywhere apart from YouTube, it's like the videos don't get sent on those platforms. Comedic reviews of 80s and 90s kids show. Okay. Mother said, must go. Good night to you all. I hope you have cold steel dreams about all the shit you want. Thank you, Mother. Good night, mate. Lovely knuckle duster. I hope you get a custom one from them. Good night. Oh, hang on, Mother. This one goes out to you. Oh, I ain't got it on here. Our Queen, Metallic, said, good night. No, I ain't got it on here. Don't have all my clips. This one goes out to Mother.
What about a little good luck kiss? Oh, no, not on the cheeks, on the lips. I mean, what are you, homophobic?
Good night, Mother. Josh said, good idea, Drop. You can get deer jaw easily, and they look pretty cool. I like the canine teeth on carnival ones. Yes. Try to think what you know. You never know. Look on eBay, see what you can find. You might be able to cut, you know, fox potentially. I don't think they're very big though. Because the problem is foxes are small, badgers are small. Your badger jaw's going to be like that big. You know. Dot said, always love how unhinged this stream is. Wandering through multiple conversations about hyper specific things and still have no direction or aim. Who needs aim? Drops. Who needs aim? Josh said, I'm going to get a coyote one. Yeah, no, totally. Nothing over here would be big enough, I doubt. And suitable. As you say, you want those nice teeth. Evil said, I think I'm a lightweight. 1 buzzball, and I have to triple proofread my comments. Fuck's sake. Yes. Yeah, totally, though, Josh. A coyote one would be mental. Ask your shed's windows. What? They don't open. Fuck, I ain't been in the shed because of that. They don't need aim, yes. Oh, what? The Wendy House windows, yes. I've shot them out a couple of times, so sad. Get it right, Josh. It's fucking Wendy House. That would have helped. Yes, as in if you need aim. No, I get you. Yeah, I haven't been in the shed all week. That's why Penny's birthday present's late. Because it's too fucking hot in there. But I might start it tomorrow. I'm going to start Penny's present. I'm going to start a couple of knife sheaths that I need to take one with me on the road trip. And I need to put one in the shop just for if anyone wants one. They say, oh, you got any MOD knives? knife sheaths, I can say yes. Look in my shop right now, motherfucker. What else you been up to, Doc? You've been off work then? I'm only tipsy. If I was drunk, I wouldn't bother proofreading. Josh said, I've got an idea in my head. It's just actually doing it. I've got a few knives I want to make. But the weather's putting me off. Yeah, same here, mate. Same here. Kevin said, if your girlfriend ever gets mad at you for drinking too many buzzballs, just say you're supporting a woman-owned business and call her a misogynist. Ah, Christ. Welcome back, my queen. I need to make a sheath for her glaze, but I haven't been able to track down leather. How much do you need? I might be able to send you a bit of leather. I might be able to send you a bit of leather as a gift. Depends how much you need, Drop. So I was telling Alan's uncle about your citrus tree. Yes, I haven't told anyone that. It's got fucking flowers on it. 15 years. That citrus tree has never had a single flower on it ever. And I've been told by multiple people that it will never fruit. Well, it's got about 6 or 7 flowers on it. One of them's already turned into a tiny, tiny little green ball. I'd call that fucking fruit, mate. They may not grow very big. It might fall off, but still, you know, thank you, fucking heat wave. I typed it evening all. I've been listening in, but couldn't comment because I was texting my French friend. Weirdly enough, Metallic, I was going to say to you yesterday, when was the last time you spoke to them? So I might have wished that conversation into existence. Lara said, "Do you have cordless tools that would have compatible fan to use the same batteries?" Oh, no, I don't think so. No. Signs of sign. What did I say? Oh yeah, but yeah. I've got fucking fruit on my fucking citrus tree. 15 years, nothing. Wow. Got a couple of pictures of the babe. He's thriving. Nice, that's good. That's good. What did I say, Josh? You've confused me. I say too much and I don't know what's going on. 12 by 24 blade is 21 inches. Never actually measured it. That'd be quite a big bit of leather. 21 inch. Fuck me, yeah, that's big, isn't it? Oh yes, signs of life on a tree. Yeah, exactly, Josh. Exactly, mate. I've had them trees. I grew them on a whim because I was just bored. I got some kind of citrus fucking seed and planted it, and I grew 2 fucking citrus trees. I've had them for 15 years. Now they're like my, they're the closest thing I've got to children. The closest things I've got to children are my YouTube channel, which is 18 by the way now, and my fucking citrus trees, which are about 15 years. To the degree that my mum even joked the other day, saying, "Oh, I've got grandkids again." And Metallic said, "Yes, new babies or something like that." Yeah. So that's why I haven't found a piece. That is quite a bit. You can get massive bits of leather, but it's just being prepared to pay them. Josh, yeah, no, blazing material. I have no idea. I have no idea what kind of variety of citrus tree it is. I don't know if it's going to be a lemon, a lime, a fucking satsuma. I've no idea. It's been so long. And I never named them. I didn't know whether they'd live or not. I didn't know where they'd live. But they're not massive. They're not massive. But the thing is, I've been told by multiple people that they'll never fruit. But I know someone who had a citrus tree about that big that had fruit on it. Yeah. Agony and Millicent, yes. I used to walk around garden centres as a kid munching all the fruit off those citrus trees, actually. They didn't know I meant like naming the tree John and Barry, for example. Oh, I get you. Yes. Yes. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, no, I knew you meant what's their name, because I said they're close to me, I got the kids. Closest things I got the kids, I never named them. I never named them. Maybe I'll give them names once they reproduce. You know what I've got to do, though, don't you? If they do get fully mature fruit, I've got to get the seeds out of that and grow more of the fuckers. So I may be giving away citrus trees soon. I've got fucking aloe vera downstairs that's probably from plants originally like 40 years ago or more that have been, taken out and then grown again. But actually, I tried a bit of stevia in the garden centre, and I didn't believe in it, and it really sweetened the sugar. Oh, look, yeah, that's mental. Even though I'm not a fan of citrus fruit, too bitter. I don't think I probably will never use it. I've got a feeling it's probably something like a satsuma type thing. I think it'll probably be. I don't definitely know, but I think it'll probably be an orange or a satsuma. Could be a lemon. The thing is, it wouldn't be a lime. Back in them days, we never had limes, and I never cooked with limes then. I sometimes cook with limes now, but we never used to cook with limes then. Kobani says citrus is sour, not bitter. Kevin said I got a massive mango tree on my property. I have to keep trimming it back just to keep growing, probably like 25 feet tall. Nice. Yeah, mine ain't big. One's probably about 2.5 foot tall. The other one's probably like getting on for 4 foot. They're not big. Lime is needed for tacos. Exactly. Yes, I think there was some Jamaican recipe we used to do that used to have limes in. The pedant is right. Oh Christ. I did have a little giggle about that. That's why I was giggling slightly. I thought, well, there we go. The pedant is right. And tequila, yes. Every time I live stream, I've got 1,000 things to put away. There's piles of shit around me now. I had to be prepared in case to kick people. There was loads on there asking me about things, so I had to make sure I had stuff. Josh said I'm off. This heat is making me tired. Thanks for the advice dropped. Take care, Josh. Always nice having you on, mate. Speak to you soon. I'll be on tomorrow night. Good night. See you later, mate. Yeah, 10 to 12. I'll probably stay on until about 1:30. We'll see. I'm tempted to watch a film. I didn't sleep very well last night. I don't know if you've realised, Matat, when you rang me, I weren't just laid in bed. I was actually asleep. But it's fine. I think I had a load of weird dreams again last night. What the fuck was my dream, actually? That nearly came back to me then. I had one of my weird frustration dreams that I could never get. I have these weird frustration dreams that I'm on holiday and I have to. Something goes missing or I have to go somewhere and I can never. Every time I go to this place, someone either stops me or gives me wrong directions or something. Or I can't find the thing, or I've got the thing and then I can never find the person to give it to. Ever said I've been drinking, leave me be. But no wonder you're a bit weird when you're. No, I was asleep when you rang. I was asleep. Yes, that was a nice chat. I enjoyed our little chat. That was nice. But yeah, no, I had literally just woke up. don't normally lay on my bed holding the phone like that with no fucking, you know, just my boxes on. Not that you could see that, but yeah. Yeah, I was half asleep. I was in full dream mode when you rang. I finally got the decent poppers that can go through fat leather now. Thick leather. Dropped, are you still on? I might be able to point you in a place to get some leather if you do want to buy some. Apologies, my king. I was getting an early and excited here. Nah, that's fine. I enjoyed chatting to you. It was nice. It was nice to have a little impromptu chat where we, you know, we're both sort of somewhere unusual. I spoke to you that whole entire time on just my phone without my hearing aid in. You know, rather than, because often I have to set up. This could be a bit of a nightmare. Not a nightmare. It's just a pain in the ass. So set up. Evil said, I've been testing buzzballs for my... You have. Evil reckoned they probably wouldn't hurt my teeth. Maybe I'll try one next time. Going to nice handle on that. Yeah, this is a MOD knife that I modded the handle for. So this is a metallic knife. I'm going to give her it back soon because I'm going to buy one of these, I think. Yeah, these are the MOD survival knives. But the handles don't always come with the finger groove. They don't come with finger grooves like that. Yeah, it's quite a nice handle, isn't it? Yeah, I need to buy one of these. Arthur said, Mike, didn't know you were an hour. Sorry, mate. I didn't do the... I normally do that. So it sends you out a notification before I start, half an hour before, but I didn't do one today. Yeah, I'm on Arthur. I'll probably be on for another half an hour at most. Even I don't like the mango one. I don't think you'd like the mango one. What percent are they? I know you can get some really strong ones, can't you? Like 25%, can't you, or something like that. Arthur, about the obsolete caliber guns. Problem with doing that, there's two problems with that. I don't have any, and it's a bit of a risk. I could talk about them and let people know that you can buy them, but it's a bit of a risk going into too much detail of like how you could potentially get bullets and shit for them, because you know I'd get proper done for that. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's all right. I got myself a new wardrobe, which was quite nice. Sadly, doesn't fit my air rifle. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, fuck's sake. Well, can you mod it so it does? I have a big box for my air rifles. It's, you know, a laid down wardrobe section. 13.5. Oh, no, that's it. I think, yeah, 13.5, and I think there might be one or two that are like 25%. I may be wrong about that. Yeah, 13.5%. That's decent. That's a decent percentage on that. Yeah. Yeah. I did, my queen. I did see it. I didn't react. That was my poker face. That was my poker face. But yes, good for you. I didn't mean to get the bullets for it. That's a grey area, and I just meant generally speaking about them and the laws. Yes, yeah, that was my poker face, my queen. I read it, and I didn't even react. All right, I'll have a little think, Arthur. I'll have a little think. If I think I can do an interesting video, I'll do that. My next videos, though, Arthur, if you would like to know, because I think they'll get a fucking fair lot of views. Where's my list? Because people are really, really, really interested in the self-defense stuff, I might do pocket self-defense items, small pocket self-defense items. So these are I say self-defense. You all know what I mean. Handheld, small stuff that fits in your pockets that can't be seen. And obviously, a walking stick's good, but it's out on show. I might do a video on all pocket-sized self-defense stuff. I reckon that'd get a lot of views. Then I've got the Sobek mods. I've got a video on the Sobeks are always popular. I've been sent all of the upgrade accessories by the German company. So I've now got a £100 limb on my Sobek. Folding handle, extendable stock, broadheads, quivers, speed loaders that hold broadheads. Yes, items that could be hypothetically used as a weapon. In fact, I'm proper proud of myself. Yeah. I'll talk to you about it later. Yes. Yeah, no, that's great. Great. Even gonna try the strawberry flavour tomorrow. Nice. Guys, obsolete guns are obsolete. They totally don't still work. Trust me. Attack said, told the Wado to watch your videos for when they went to London. Sadly, they don't have a cutting board, but it was so hot they went there and straight back once they did what they planned to do. Yeah, no, fair enough. I've got some stuff in my bag now because I did get a bit paranoid. There was so much talk on the news. And I didn't even watch the news, but there was just so much talk of shit going on. It made me a bit paranoid. So I thought, you know what? I don't think anything's going to happen. However, I want to be prepared if it does. You know what I mean? So I've now got like a body armor panel in the back bit of my bag, and a proper decent first aid kit just in case. You're better off running like fuck anyway. Don't fucking get in the situation. I said don't get in the situation. It can happen, but you know what I mean. Just run like fuck if you can. So yeah, pocket self-defense items, new Sobek mods, and I need to do a video about the members Discord because that's out there. Yeah, big hardback book, or even magazines work. Yeah, big hardback self-defense book, great for defending yourself with, and you can use it to get away. You can still fucking hell. You can still get away with it, saying it's for self-defense. Yes. Oh, sorry, Mike. Got some nasty splinters. What were you talking about? I don't know. Just keep going off and move on to the next thing. That's the easiest thing to do. Never ask me what I was talking about. That was then. We're in the future now. But I'd rather have it not need it than need it not have it. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Fuck that shit, innit? You're fucked if you ain't got these things. Just fucking have them. If you're careful there, Kevin, they're towing the line of our soul with the wording of that comment. I think the best thing for self-defense at the moment in the UK is walking sticks and fire gel. Yes. So I'll do a video of handheld things that fit in your pocket that could potentially save your life. I've had some weird comments lately. That's how I know that I'm getting popular. I get weird comments. I had some bloke today. I'll see if I can find the actual notification because I very rarely reply back to dickheads, but sometimes dickheads need to be replied to. However, I deleted their comment. So it might not be on there now. Yeah, so they basically said something of the line along the lines. You do know if you went out on a Saturday night and you showed the police your little card, you'd still get arrested straight away. And I said, well, I wouldn't be out on a Saturday night with my little card anyway, with a fucking knife, because you shouldn't be out. There are places you're not supposed to take them. You're not allowed to, even a legal carry knife, you're not really allowed that in a pub or a club or a school or a court. So, yeah, you'd be breaking the fucking law anyway. But I don't know. I've been getting some bellendery comments recently. But to come on and slag these cards off, which just don't buy it then, you bellend. If you don't like the cards and you don't think it'll work, don't buy it and fuck off. But don't come on my videos going on about, oh, that's basically that shit because he doesn't like it or because he didn't think of it. What a weird human being. I know, I replied. Now the best thing to do, Arthur, is to reply and then delete it. And then they have nothing to reply back on. That's amazing. Can't even see Webley without seeing Dwayne Dibley. Right, where are we? I think the best. No, read that. But that said, I think if the Waddo's other half had to use the book he took to get signed for self-defense, the attacker wouldn't live to tell the tale. Kevin said they should have a new law in the UK stating that native Brits can carry a Webley Bulldog, but only if they successfully perform a mad minute to Lee Enfield. Atlas, how you doing? Unfortunately, some police have lower IQ than criminals. Well, true. That's what that card's for. Thing is, that's what that card's for. And that bloke, it was going on about, you know, the card's no good. That's the point of it. If you get stopped in a legal situation and you've got a knife and someone says that's illegal, this card will show them that they're fucking wrong. Because you can walk around with a legal carry knife on a Saturday night in a high street. I wouldn't recommend it though, but I don't think that's it. However, you go in a pub or a club though, it is illegal. But you know, that's the point of that guy. It's just some people are just dumb as fuck. They just don't get anything. They don't get anything, and just because they don't like it, they feel they've got to talk shit to you. But it's fucking pathetic. What's the other one? I've had a few weirdos recently. I'm surprised you don't have any options. I nearly bought one about 15 years ago. The problem with most obsolete guns, I just didn't like the look of them back then. I didn't like the look of anything old back then. I only liked modern stuff. If I'd have known how good old swords was back in them days, I would have bought loads of fucking really nice swords. Because they're better than any fucking modern shit you can get. Because them swords was made for actually fucking, you know, some of them swords was made for actually fighting with and killing people. You know, they were made to actually be used. Not like nowadays swords, a lot of them. But I didn't realise that. I used to just look at them and think, oh, they're old, so they're probably shit. And there was one, that Swiss obsolete gun, I nearly bought that, one that Liam's got. It's quite modern looking. It's like 1800s, 1880 or something, but it looks like it could have been made in like the 40s. Looks quite modern. Proper life-saving first aid kit is a blowout kit in the States. I have hemostatic granules. I have hemostatic granules and a tourniquet, and the only thing I don't have is a chest seal. Yeah, a must for life. Yeah, I've got hemostatic granules, but don't have chest seal. The thing is, last time I looked at chest seal, it was quite expensive. Some people's egos is too big to watch one video and think they know every way exactly. That said, may or may not be back. Need to do forbidden. Okay, yeah. If you ain't, I'm probably just gonna watch a film. But let me know. If you have the opportunity to take a Stop the Bleed class, it's definitely worth it. Yes, well, definitely, Kevin, definitely. Yeah, I'm not trained, but I've watched basic things, and you know, hopefully I'd, you know, have a bit of a fucking clue. But yeah. I've said forbidden things is eating. When she says do forbidden things, that's our way of being nice to me by not mentioning food. Kevin said if you have the opportunity, no, read that. Arthur said the guns I have is an old air rifle, totally non-fireable flintlock replica of a working pan and trigger. Knives and melee is another story. Yeah. She's away for a wank. Forbidden things is eating. That was our way of not having to talk about food. Food talk. Just away for a wank. Anyway, Persia, what you been up to? Just working, have you? How long was you on last weekend when we was late? Some interesting conversations, weren't it? Was you on? You was on when Saul was on there. Saul came on quite early, didn't he? Anyway, I went to a first aid course every 2 years. Well, there. Thing is, if you want to stay up on it, you should. You should. Yeah. I know a few people who do them regularly. And that's the first person I'd go to if I was in a situation and needed it. Yeah, knows about. Oh, God. Yeah, never done a first aid kit. But I've just been super busy. Barry's been on holiday. Had to redecorate her room and work at night. Fuck's sake, yeah. I hate decorating. Painting's what I hate. I don't know what it is. There are certain jobs that I find... So I don't mind doing monotonous jobs. However, I don't know. Some of them do my fucking head in. Painting is one of them. I hate doing painting. Do you know what? I hate making bodkin tips. Fucking loathe it. But the fact that I get paid when I make them just about makes it... Honestly, I hate making bodkin tips so much that I honestly would stop doing them and not get paid. But I will do them if someone asks me. And get sent some soon. Tactical, how you doing, mate? You alright? Morning all. You just woke up. Wallpapering. I have done wallpapering a couple of times. I can never seem to mix the fucking wallpaper paste properly. And then the wallpaper starts falling off. Wallpapering's a shit one because it's just shit though. It's a messy, horrible shit job. Painting drives me mad. I find it so fucking monotonous and boring. I don't know. I can paint. I don't do about painting. I can cut in and all that shit. It's just boring. Boring, horrible job. Yeah. You've done any painting today, Tactical? Is that screen blurry or is it just my eyes? That's my eyes. Fuck, it's hot. That's what I shouted out to the weather today.
We have to take this abuse much longer.
So, Arthur said, to change the subject, Mike, just wondering if you could recommend a good saber rapier for test cutting. Sadly not. I haven't bought anything like that for a long time. I think that cold steel saber's good, isn't it? I think there's a really good cold steel saber that I've only ever seen people recommend. Eva said, one of the rules is no talking about food after 10, Arthur, yes. That's all right, I don't bother mentioning it anymore because no one fucking abides by it anyway, so I gave up bothering. But I do appreciate when people don't, though. Yes, it does help. I painted my mate's walls and she moaned it was streaky. It was free, for fuck's sake. Nightmare. For fuck. Yeah, exactly. Doing him a favour. Kevin said, I was a former 12B combat engineer. They gave us basic first aid training because if something goes wrong, we're probably in multiple pieces by then. Fuck's sake, mate. But yeah, fair enough. You're all right. No, you're all good, Arthur. It's all right. It's all right. It used to be. It is a rule, and it still is a rule. It's just because it was a bit of a nightmare when I'm trying to lose weight. By the way, I've lost a stone recently. Well, I've not quite lost a stone. I've nearly lost a stone recently. I think my face will look a little bit slimmer. Do you think I look a bit slimmer? But yeah, and then talking about food late at night makes me want to eat. I have to fucking. When it comes to food, I have to fucking will of a fucking. I do appreciate it when people don't. It's okay though, Arthur. You've been told. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. But yeah, I watched Cuckoo the other day, the film Cuckoo. That was pretty good, and I also watched The Invisible Man, which I quite liked. Beta Military said St. John's Ambulance runs courses. Usually cost about 250 quid for a course, even more now. Was 2 times 8 days, get a qualification at the end. Almost everyone passes as long as you engage and do practical work. That's mental, that's great, yeah. That's a hell of a lot, isn't it? 2 times 8 hour days, so I thought that's an 8 days. Yeah, so two proper days though. That's like 16 hours worth of training. That's a proper thing. I just heard that armed police arrested someone outside my house last night. I'm gutted I heard. Fuck all. They had him at gunpoint. Fuck's sake, you could. There's a website tactical called Newsflare. They'd pay for that footage. Well, you'd probably get fucking the newspapers to pay for that. Fuck's sake. Another is no politics. The last two, I don't be a dick and have fun. Yes. Yeah, no politics or religion. The closest I'll go to politics is talking about Theresa May running through the fields of wheat. Yes. I see. Completely no politics, like no. Well, no, you can do mild political references, but I just don't want proper political discussions, because I can guarantee for a fact it would cause massive arguments in the chat. Now, I don't mind you lot arguing over stuff. However, what happens is I have to read every comment. Otherwise, the whole entire... Yeah, you can mock politics and take the piss out of it. But what happens is, if I have to read every comment, I have to read it, or I have to ignore the comments. But then what happens if there's like 3 or 4 people arguing about stuff because they have different political views? I'm sat there for long periods of time not saying anything, because I have to like screen every single comment, read it first, then decide whether I can read it out loud, then read it out loud, and it just, so it's easier just not bother. Same with religion. It's all it is people have too much opposing ideologies, and that's fine. That's fucking fine. I'm not bothered by that, but it don't work. It doesn't work on my live streams, because I like to engage with everyone rather than just. It would be okay if I ignored you lot and just spoke, but I don't like live streams like that. I don't watch live streams. I like to watch live streams where they interact with the viewers. You know what I mean? Cat said, yeah, they had him on the floor with guns pointed at his head. How dare they not wake me up? Just if there'd been a gunshot tactical, you could have gone out there, the blood and everything. Bits of blood and brains. Yeah, you can mock politicians. Louis, how you doing? Just came in from your stick video. Oh, thank you, mate. Yeah, I'm gonna do another self-defense video. I might do it tomorrow of handheld self-defense items, stuff you can fit in your pockets that no one can see. Thank you, Louis. Arthur, fair enough, mate. Will definitely disrupt the community. That's what it does. It's okay. Yeah, you can talk about the laws. Laws are fine, because that's a thing that needs to be spoken about and its own thing. But what I'd recommend is, if you're going to talk about the laws, you don't have to bring the politicians into it, because it's still, the laws are the laws. The laws are their own thing. We know which dickheads are bringing it in, and which dickheads ain't going to do nothing about it. But yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So is this the first time you've watched one of my live streams as well? We sort of talk about anything on here, but we was just talking about what we don't talk about. It was we can talk if it impacts the community, like the crossbow licenses, for example. Yeah. And one thing you can put in your pocket for self-defense is a pocket pistol. Blaze Militaires, did Plod put the boot in? Oh, God. I still got coffee here. Yeah, so I think I'll do a pocket self-defense items. I'm gonna assume that says favourite. Stick video is my favourite. That's been very popular, Louis. That's had nearly 40,000 views, I think, in about 3 or 4 days. So yeah, that was very, very popular. I'm glad I did that. That was Arthur's idea as well. Yeah, it's well worth carrying a stick. I've carried a couple of those sticks. So I carried Zombie. How you doing, mate? Lovely having a chat with you last week. I got your emails. I haven't done anything with them yet, but I got your emails. Thank you. They said, yeah, the stick video was the first time being watching you, and I was, oh, thank you, mate. Really do appreciate that. Yeah, so I've carried a couple of sticks in, in cities, and no one's ever said anything. This one, I've once or twice had a couple of weird looks, but do you know why? Have a guess why I got a couple of weird looks when I carried this one. I'm almost holding it in the position that might give you an idea. I think that's why they was looking at me weird with it anyway. We'll watch each other's backs and make sure we keep to the rules, so no one. Exactly. That's the thing. That's nice. That's what the regulars do, and that is nice. That said, I saw a thread on X today. Some woman said she bought a rape alarm and legal UK pepper spray. Comments are full of deep heat references. Lol. Yes. Yeah, the deep heat gets mentioned a lot now. Exactly, though. Yeah, I think people thought I had a flute. Look at me and look at that. Was he working around with a flute? But yeah, that's never given me any issues. And my metal, the one with the big gold head on it, I've carried that one around as well. Don't hold it at your face like that. We don't want a tune. Shall I give it a go? See if it'll make a tune. No. No, apparently not. It doesn't. Yeah, my one with the gold head. That's a beast, that is. And I have had that in a situation where I did think potentially I was going to have to. We was in the woods and there was 3 completely fucked out their face crackheads, and they wouldn't leave us alone. And I'm pretty sure at that time I was the only adult male there. Yeah, but with that stick, I was confident. If I hit them anywhere with that stick, they'd be fucked. Anywhere. Hit them anywhere with that, because that fucking head's like solid metal. Is that magic flute, Kane? Yes. Evil said, just don't. I did that. Hang on. I did that with Kevin earlier. Fucking hell, I'm struggling to read. Do you make the extendable walking sticks and stuff? Yes, I do, and I will sell. I've got. So if you want one of the straight handle, if you want one like this with a straight handle, anyone, I've got 2 that I could sell you. I've got 2 ready-made that I'd want to sell with straight handles on. I haven't got many with the round heads, but I want to do that. But I used to bring me roses. Shut up. I've had an issue lately that any song that I hear, I start singing it in my head all day fucking long. To anything. And it's getting to the stage now where I'm having to listen to music to stop having to listen to them. How much would you sell one for? I can't say definitely because I need to work out how much they'd cost. I think they're both very good sticks. Maybe 25 quid. So that would be like 20 quid for the stick, 5 quid for the postage. Maybe 25 quid. I'd be happy with 25 quid all in. You got to remember it's got like 5 quid posted as well. False said, best off jabbing the crackheads in the liver. I doubt it'll drop them straight to the floor. Yeah, it'll drop them straight to the floor with little effort. Yeah, they was fucked out their face, and they was drinking a lot of booze as well. But they didn't seem like they was just drunk. Anyway, we moved away in the end. We moved off, and then you could hear all this shouting and shouting and shouting, and then turned out one of them. We didn't know that the three crackers didn't know each other. Actually, there was 4 of them. Two of them didn't know the other 2. They ended up fighting, and one of them whacked the other one in the face with a bit of wood and broke his nose. And I'll tell you how we know he broke his nose. Because when we was coming back, after all the shouting and everyone had run off, we saw the other 2 come back, and his nose was like split and like quite far open. And he said that the other one that I didn't like either, that I could tell he was, me being sober, I could tell it was going to happen, definitely going to happen. He was just waiting for something to piss him off, if that makes sense. You know when someone wants to fight and they're just looking for any excuse? Well, obviously, the other fucking fuckheads gave him it. Yeah, so imagine this, but it's a better version of this, and it's got a better handle on. 25 quid. 20 quid for the stick. I've got 2 of those for sale right now, but you will have to email me. Right? This is my email. But also, if you put in the word !email, my email will come up. I think 25 quid for the amount of work in it. Don't forget they're reinforced, they're strong, they've got really they've also got lanyards on. So the 2 that I've got have got a really strong paracord lanyard, an even better handle. They're really fucking nice. Yes, earworms, yes. Listen to the entire song and it will stop your brain thinking it's an unfinished task. If our king is benevolent to bestow these trinkets on us, yes. You're welcome. Tell my local town centre is full of them. They pester people for money all the time and get funny when they say no. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Zombie, send me an email. Saint said, I'll take it. You're off in a few minutes. Yeah, sadly, Saint. Yeah. Hello, mate. I'll try to make sure that the notifications go out tomorrow. What I did tonight, I forgot to do the schedule thing. So that might have been why you didn't get one. Kevin said, so you almost had a self-taught situation as Sam Hyde. Yes, almost did. Yeah, what it was on the road trip, the up north road trip. And we went and visited Metallic's cousin, and we had a little I'll stay on for a little bit longer, Saint. We went down the woods, and their woods, like my woods, not allowed to have a fire. You can, but it says you're not allowed to. Down there, they have like a dedicated area with benches and a little stream, but yeah, when we got to the fire, the fucking fuckheads was already there, 2 of them, and then the other 2 come along, and he kept coming up to me, and he was shaking my hand and holding my hand. That kind of shit. Yeah. Fucking nutters holding you out. And then one of them started trying to give me a fucking squeeze your hand competition. Luckily, I've encountered these kind of freak shows enough that I know exactly what they're doing and what not to do. So I can sort of just, you got to be passive, but not too passive, if that makes sense. And just don't draw their fucking attention if you can help it. You know what I mean? In the end, and one of them was talking to us, and then he started doing the north-south divide type thing, and I thought I'm not getting involved in that, because that would be another reason. Because you could tell he wanted. It just Well, obviously, as soon as we fucked off, it was just the 2 pairs of fucking crackhead pissheads together, and then they had a fight. One of them got whacked in the nose with a big bit of wood. Good night, Arthur. Take care, mate. It is late. Yeah, take care, Arthur. Nice having you on. President said, karma comes back to you. I give cigarettes to people who are obviously struggling. Well, exactly. Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I'll always help someone if I can. But yeah. Take care, Arthur. Zombie said, if you go down to the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise. There's lots of crackheads having a wonderful demise. Yes. Yes. But yeah, if you want one, I can sort those sticks out for you. It's just they're not on my shop at the minute. Damn, I feel like I would just go Florida man mode at that point and try to act crazy. Well, yeah, but the thing is, as I said, I thought these lot knew each other. So I was the only adult male in our group. There was 4 adult males, fucked out their face. And I mean, like, picking big rocks up and smashing them into the fire. And, like, just weird shit. Weird shit. You know, and I was confident if I had to hit someone with that stick, that would fuck them up. However, there was also a kid in a pushchair. There was basically a baby in a pushchair. 15-year-old boy, and I think he was about 50. I can't remember how old, but no, the young bloke there may have been about 18, but he's not a big bloke. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't mean he couldn't have himself, but I don't know. I don't know what they're like, what they can do. You know what I mean? So as far as I'm aware, it's essentially, if it starts going a bit mental, me versus 4 fucked out their face freak shows. So I thought, you know, the best thing to do at this point is to keep them not, you know, don't do anything to make them want to have a fight, basically, and then just piss off. And then we did. We got, you know, we got away. Crackhead, you'd get Freddy Krueger by needles. Abel said, yeah, but dude, you got gators to fuck people over the way. Exactly. And probably shoot them as well. But no, I get what you're saying, Kevin, but yeah. Discretion is the better part of valor. Exactly, tactical. You know, because knowing afterwards that they had started fighting and one of them, you know, got fucking smashed in the face by a bit of wood, that made me realise that everything I thought was going to happen, like, did in the end. You know, I was right. Saints said it rained here tonight. Beautiful. It rained a little bit ago just now, but it's gone already. I'll keep getting messages. Yeah. If you never have to fight, you can't lose. Exactly. Oh, you know, no, don't get me wrong. I, you know, this thing, I have been in fights. I've been in fights where someone bit my face, and that's what that is. That is where someone bit my face, bit part of my eyebrow off. You know, and I've got cuts on my hands from fights that involve knives, and fights that have involved bits of wood. Because I also know how fucked up people, you know, how fucked up you can hurt someone. Blah 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 blah. So it's not like I haven't had these experiences, but I also know that if you can avoid it, it's a lot. And also, I was on a road trip. We were supposed to be having a nice fucking day out. You know what I mean? Have you seen Conor Meth Gregor YouTube shorts? Hilarious. The methed out crackhead who's got identical tattoos to UFC legend. I have not seen that. No. Yeah. Reindeer? Is it Christmas? Did he say it's reindeer? Okay. Kevin said, I don't know if you know Paul. I do know Paul Harris died now, and didn't he die of cancer? Or did he stop his channel because he had cancer? But yes, no, I know Paul Harris. Yeah, good bloke. Yeah, sorry, a late gun YouTuber who justifiably killed a guy in a similar situation. Tweakers attacked him. I didn't know that had happened. Did not know that. Yeah. Oh, see, if these people had attacked us and I'd have battered them with that stick, and then one of them died. The thing is that there was 4 of them, and I was there with basically a family, and I was the only adult male there. Chances are I would have got away with that, and that would have been acceptable because it's justifiable. You know, it weren't like if I was with like five or six blokes and we all had sticks and we went down there and battered them to death, you'd get done for that. But me being I weren't on my own, but and I know for a fact the 3 women with me probably would have joined in anyway. But you know what I mean? It's not something you want to happen. You know what I mean? Yeah, he died of pancreatic cancer. Yes, he did. Yeah. I'm saying my hallway used to be like the recent proverbial cracks. Oh, nightmare, mate. Nightmare. Zombie. Fucking hell, man. Yeah, I'd hate that. In fact, so back to earworms. Cheer Up London was the one that made me and the Wado couldn't shift, and I hear the whole song most days. Cheer Up London. What's that then? Are you in bed watching us, Pete, doing forbidden things? Pete is in bed doing forbidden things, Metallic. Just make sure and dig the holes deep enough. Yes. Oh, gosh. Are you having a good time, Pete? Are you watching me on like a 50-inch screen? Louis said, no, tactical, I had a fight with a teen. I had a fight when a teen and a woman I didn't know jumped on the bloke and battered him with a high heel. Never mess with women. Well, exactly. Oh, I have no doubt that the woman who was there that day wouldn't have just stood and watched. You know what I mean? But still, I wouldn't have wanted to get in that situation to make it happen. There's a random question. Do you own Fairbairn sites? I've been looking at adding one of my. Yes, I do. So I have got a real genuine Fairbairn sites, a Chris Fairbairn sites that I got off Persia, lovely gift off Persia, and I've got a recent version. If I can find it, I'll show you one. It should be out. I don't think I've put it in. I don't know where it is. Oh, I'll put it up somewhere. I don't know where it is. Where did I put that? My apologies, Lou. I don't know where the fuck that's gone. If you look on my channel, though, I've not put it up on the board, have I? If you look on my channel, Louis, you'll see a video of the one I bought recently. So the Sheffield ones are probably the best reproduction ones you can get. However, you can get cheap ones that are pretty much the same as a Fairbairn sites for around about 30 quid. Look on my channel. It'll be in the last like 50 videos. It's either didn't I give my staff to my cousin on the understanding that if I get it back, I'd get it back if it kicked off near us. Yeah. Time till that time I'd use my wheels. Yes, I think you probably did. Yes. I'll show the I don't know where the fuck that one is. Where would that be? Fucking hell. I fucking hate this room sometimes. I've got so much shit. I just put things in weird places. Oh, and I've also got a really, really cheap one. But the really cheap one's literally a piece of shit. But yeah, they're like 90 quid ones. Where the fuck have I put that? It pissed me off, though. I must have put it in the box. The 90 quid Sheffield ones are well worth one. I will have to go off in a minute, because I might be waking people up. That Fairbairns you said was definitely giving you what? The shivers. Somebody that I was walking with the staff through the lanes 20 years ago in a car stop. 5 blokes stepped out and said, dead mate. I held my staff in my fist and banged it against my chest and they drove away. Nice. Nice. Cheer up, London. Soft play. I've sent you a link. What? Evil said, has anyone seen those H.P. Lovecraft poems in the style of Dr. Seuss? I have not, no. I'd like to see that. Yeah, Kempton, yeah, he talked about it and the legal stuff he went through in one of his old videos. They drove through his camp and tried to run over his wife. So he lit him up with a old Colt SP1R. Yeah, it's justifiable, though, isn't it? You know. Grim. Yes, there are 2 live streams. Yes. I'll do one vertical, one horizontal. A girl bought a skein doom knife at a car boot I went to. I told her what it was called. Basic metal handled ones. But she was happy with it. Probably performing goat sacrifice and witchcraft right now. Prezio said that was a great find. £5 in the car boot sale 25 years ago. It's come up lovely as well. I still need to varnish the handle though because some of the chrome's coming off of it. But just to stop it coming off. That's why I was being a bit careful when I was holding it. Yeah, it's lovely. And blade came out lovely, didn't it? But yeah, sod off you, boring. Piss off you. B nags since I've caught. I've been ages. Fucking hell, tactical. Been ages since I caught a live stream to say that. Dickhead. You get off. You get off. Go on. There can't be. Not enough room for 3 boldies on here. The other one's Persia, by the way. Where are we? Chromium, yes, chromium. Chromium dials. More importantly, chromium dials covered in spunk. Now, if you don't know what chromium dials covered in spunk are, then read the book Crash, because you're missing out. Alright, good night, Saint. Good night, everybody, because I'm fucking off. Thank you, Doug, for the very kind donations. You're a fucking legend, man. He's been single-handedly keeping me going for the last fucking couple of weeks. No, he's not bald. He shaves his head. Same here. Same hair. Plenty of hair. Unlike someone we know. If you want them sticks, please definitely email me, though. I might just put them in the shop anyway, so they'll be ready. Kevin, it was nice talking to you. Evil and Fool, speak to you tomorrow. Nice talking to you. So don't read the book Crash. Watch the film. The book's terrible. That's the whole point. Somebody said the best way to carry something to defend yourself without actually carrying something is to carry a complete Canadian ice hockey team. Fucking hell. Yes. Good night, everyone. Yes, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. See you all tomorrow around about 9 o'clock. And tomorrow I'll make sure I do the what do you call it? I'll schedule it so that you'll know it's on, all right? We should all go to a car boot, so I'd be up for that, Pete. I'll meet you at a car boot. We'll do our own car boot. Good night. Thank you for watching. I have stuff to do. Let's sleep. Good night. Thank you for watching. Nice one, Len. Good night, mate. It was nice having you on. You've been lurking, have you? Take care, Len. Louis said, off to watch Citizen, not Louis. Oh, that Louis, yes. Citizen Vigilante. Why do I keep saying Vigilante? Vigilante. Thanks. I'll binge watch your channel. Oh, lovely. Good night. Thank you for watching, everyone. I do appreciate it. Don't get the like video before you go. See you later. Good night. Thank you for watching.